All right, I think we're live.
We're live.
Hello.
How are you guys?
We're hoping for no connection issues this week, so please bear with us.
Yes.
If it does happen, we've got a little bit to go over, and of course, a lot to talk about. A little bit to go over and a lot to talk about.
A lot to talk about, yeah.
Yes.
And a lot of your guys' questions will be answered tonight, so make sure that you stay tuned and that you are connected the entire time from start to finish throughout the entire video.
Yes, so hello. Welcome everybody that's coming in, everybody that's in here. Welcome. I am going to be reading off some comments and stuff, some of the questions that we get asked regularly. The first one literally is, what type of schoolwork do we do with the kids?
So, Jackson...
But let's not get into that just yet. Sorry, I didn't mean to actually set you up to answer. I'd like to get to know. I'd like to get to know how everybody's doing tonight on this. For us, it's a beautiful Monday night. Hey, Crystal, look at that. First time chatter. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I hope this is as entertaining as some of the videos are. I think the lives are great.
I think they are too, yeah.
We have pretty good chemistry.
Yeah.
When we were in our auditions.
I mean, we better have a lot of chemistry.
As I was saying, when we were in the auditions, she just kept flirting with me. It was weird. But I'm good with the back and forth, so the audition turned out pretty well, and they liked us together. So
yes.
Yeah. The show decided to keep us on.
Match made in the auditions.
Yes. Hello from Vermont. We got Kelly Jenks from Vermont. Deanna, hello. Ray, hello. Everybody, hello. Grandma Nay is one of my favorites. She's always watching.
I love the comments.
It's funny because I say that, but a lot of you are my favorites. Almost all of you, especially the ones that are regular viewers, regular commenters. It's awesome to hear and I guess read from you guys. So
hello Maria, hi Hope, hi Teresa, hi Doreen, hello. For
those of you that are joining us tonight, this is a very special live. We're going to finally address something that we've kind of been beating around for specific reasons, and we'll finally get to it. It is about my sister George, who you all know from What the Hales and Jeremy, and why we haven't went out to see them yet, and what's going on with all of that. I'm sure a lot of you guys all watch the channel and the videos over there, so you know what's going on. So we will be talking about that, but of course we're going to talk about us first and what's going on over here. And we'd like to know how you guys are doing. Hello from Maine. That's awesome. Melissa, Doreen, Hope, Teresa. Did you read all these already?
Yes, already.
That's wonderful. There's 60 people already in here.
That's amazing.
Oh, sorry we're late, by the way. I probably should have mentioned that right away. Yeah, technical difficulties again, but that's on my end, not internet issues. It's we're tired, quite honestly. It was a long day.
And the thumbnail for whatever reason wasn't downloading right, or something was wrong with it. So
I think the thumbnail is fine.
It's good.
It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
It had a lot more to it, but the app that I used to create it only let me pick a certain amount of it, so I had to.
And if I'm looking down, I can see. So I'm reading your guys' comments from my phone right here, so it looks like I'm looking down the whole time. But
and we have the camera on a tripod, sitting.
Really we're back, so getting this professional.
I know this actually looks really good in my opinion. You've got these on both of the sides of us. That looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I just wish maybe
Hey Lisa, how you doing?
Something looks dark over.
Yeah, your halo is missing.
Oh well.
Your halo is usually just sitting right here like this.
Glowing.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. My fingers don't work like that.
And it's so weird. Whenever I look this way, it's the opposite way.
Yeah, don't get distracted by that.
Yeah,
don't start looking that way trying to talk to me.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right.
That's nice. It's getting warmer in Michigan. 66. That's
wow.
almost how warm it was here today. No, it actually got to 80.
Ray, all four are asleep, so shh, be quiet.
They're asleep, so shh. She went to sleep pretty easily today.
Yeah, they did really good.
Mom made them a delicious taco salad for dinner. They scarfed it down. We were watching Finding Nemo.
And then one started,
one by
sneezing
one.
off.
It's so awesome. We were all cuddling on our little 2-seater couch.
Which is hilarious.
And one by one, they started passing out.
Yep.
That's so cute. And literally right before the show. And that was the other reason. I guess that's not really a technical difficulties, but that was one of the other reasons why we're a little late today.
Yeah, we laid them all down.
Getting set up and situated and stuff like that. Plus, we have a big move here in a couple of days. We're going to. So excited. Going somewhere very, 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 very special. So, I know. The kids, do they even know?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, I know that they know that we're moving on Wednesday to somewhere really cool, but I don't think we've ever told them like the exact destination.
I don't think they'd understand it anyways. Jackson,
yeah, I don't think they don't know what it is.
He's a very smart kid, and he's still
absolutely Cynthia.
This has been such a difficult transition to get them to understand that we're not in Ohio.
It is hilarious.
We're not down the street from
so
anybody
funny.
anymore. So, because that's literally how it was. You know, your grandma was down the street, your mom was down the street. My parents were only 2 hours away. So,
pardon me.
Getting them to understand that we're literally 1,000 miles away from Columbus, Ohio, has been such a weird transition, especially for Jackson. He always asks, "Hey, can we go visit Grandma Jan?"
Tulees, no, we don't.
No, yeah, we don't have any way to receive mail. The address we have set up is a relative of the Honeys who is right now from us 3 hours away. So,
wild.
Yeah. We could have mail sent to us at the RV parks that we are. And if I'm not speaking loud enough or she's not speaking loud enough, please put it in the chat. We do have the microphone pretty far away. I think this is a very nice microphone. I think it should pick up even if I decide to lower my voice, because we will be talking lower as much as we can so none of the kids wake up.
Wow, 94 in here. Thank you guys so much for joining.
Awesome. Yes, thank you for joining. Yeah. Did you have something else you were going to say?
Well, yeah, but I lost my train of thought.
Do you need a drink? I can
No.
get you a cup of water or something.
I need probably another coffee or something. I don't know what.
I was thinking about that earlier. My headache is just now going away, which is another reason why we're late.
Oh.
Yeah, my headache is just now going away. I think the excitement of going live.
I literally keep yawning, and my eyes keep watering.
I got a lot of work to do. We can't just crash after this.
Okay, I guess
you got work to do
bring
too.
Me another. Oh yeah, can you bring me another one, and you can use my new creamer, or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you can. Unless you want to sit here and talk to nobody.
Nobody. There's 96. There's everybody.
I understand they're here, but they're not here.
Oh, like me talk to myself.
Yes, I feel like I'm better at that.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm always holding the phone in front of my face.
I did a great job last week.
You are undeniably one of the best.
Oh, yeah.
I would not have hired you, or the company would not have hired you if you weren't as good as you.
Hold on, wait. I actually get a portion of the funds.
They never discussed that with you. They never discussed that with you. No. I don't even get a paycheck.
No.
I don't even get a paycheck.
No one discussed finances with me. I just took the job.
Yeah, see, so did I. I did this on a charity basis. You're taking this with you, ma'am. Judy. Yeah, that looks nice. It almost looks like we're in a wedding picture.
Oh, that's funny.
These look like little wedding decorations. Hello, everybody else that's coming in. How's Jax doing with not seeing his school friends? Oh, so that's actually a really good question to the 102 people that are in here. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to discuss a lot of things, including my sister George and Jeremy from What the Hells. We're going to discuss what's going on with them and why we haven't gone out to see them yet. But let's talk about Jackson. Yeah, the other day was the first time. No phones during dinner. The other day was the first time he asked about a friend that he had from school, and it's been almost 5 months now.
Oh my god, I almost put taco seasoning in my coffee.
That would have woke you up. Yeah, so it's been about 5 months. We took them out of school in October, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
no, probably November. Because we sold the house in October, but remember we didn't leave until
so November, yeah. So we took them out of school in November, so it's been about 4 months, going on 5.
December.
No, you're right. It was November. We were here in November.
We were?
In Florida, yes. We left the 17th.
Okay.
Yes, I'll never forget that drive, yes. So
I know.
It's been, just a little over 4 months, and this was the first time just a couple days ago he asked me. I'll drink some of yours. I'll try it out.
It's about to be
he asked me if we could contact one of his friends. He said he'd like to see him, and I felt so bad.
Oh.
But that was literally the first time. The RV life is absolutely wonderful. They're making new friends all the time. And of course, with little kids, I know a lot of people can understand, like, people come and go. Like, adults can understand that people come and go. You meet somebody, you really like them, and then sometimes they have to move, or you just never meet up with them again. And that's how we're trying to make them understand that. The RV life is a lot like that. You'll meet a lot of amazing friends. You'll make a lot of amazing friendships, and we can see them along the road. But for the most part, it's going to be temporary. And so far, they've been pretty good. Yasmin and Evelyn don't really. You should have at least done that on camera. Oh. If anybody's wondering what that sound is, it's whipped cream, and you can imagine what she did with it.
You're all about to see.
Save that whipped cream. We need that. It's an important whipped cream. So yeah, they're understanding that people are going to come and go. A lot of
Wow,
friends are
that's
going to come.
Mm.
It's coffee, right?
Oh my god, they're so good.
Look at this, folks. I'm not joking when I tell you she has to make it
As
There's
Starbucksy as possible.
There's actually caramel dripping down the side on this side. There's cinnamon on top of the whipped cream. So the camera's kind of picking it up. And I call it a Belgian dip.
Be careful. It's like really hot. It like burnt actually the top of my mouth.
I'm a man of magma.
What are you doing with your nose?
It's called a Belgian dip.
I've never. I've got to Google that.
I hate. She's not a movie person, and I grew up. Besides her being outside all the time.
Oh, it happened in a movie?
Yes, it's from a very popular movie, one of my favorites. Oh, I know. It's called a Belgian dip. That's the best impersonation I can do. Hello, everybody that's coming in. Hello.
Tina, I literally
That's
cannot
Good job, honey.
agree with you more.
What did Tina say?
It's okay.
Yeah, that is a very
oh my gosh,
thing,
Cynthia, that is literally so funny. So like I'll be making my coffee in the morning, and literally so we ran out of whipped cream because every single time that I make coffee, 3 little rats come running up there.
Okay.
So I have to squirt,
my rats
squirt. So
and they like it's like those little birds where the one gets it and then he runs around, then he comes back to the
come back in the line.
Mom's a sucker.
I know. Sure. I for sure am because listen, they are so good. Like you just gotta reward them every once in a while.
They really are.
But
we really are blessed.
I gotta cut them off sometimes because then I wouldn't have none for my coffee, and I didn't have any for like a solid week.
Where's my cup?
What? You okay?
Here, I'll take this one.
Who?
You go and
Wait,
make yours.
hold on. Did I not? I need it in the chat right now. Did I not ask him if he would like his own
Who
cup
are you
of
talking
coffee?
to? There's a stick with a camera on it.
Listen, and what was his response?
Hello, everybody that's joining us. The 122 people that are joining us.
Put it in the
Thank
comments so that way I know somebody has my back.
Did anybody answer what that scene was that I did? It's called a Belgian dip. That's literally the best impersonation I can do.
See, look, they all said yes. Now,
they weren't even here. What do you mean?
What was his response? And he said no. Huh.
That's hilarious. No, I guess nobody put it in there where it's from. If somebody knows what movie that's from, I will be very impressed.
But this is amazing.
Yes, you did wonderful. That's one of the best cup of coffees you made. And it has to be that new creamer. Do you want to show them what creamer we just found today? It's at Walmart. I'll get it. Yeah, I got an easy exit.
Yeah,
I don't have to take nothing with me.
Okay, so the reason why I took this is because we have like another bench over here because we probably should show probably should show you like all the updates that we do, but
yeah,
listen, I just have him do all kinds of stuff.
This is our new creamer. It's Chobani coffee creamer. It's cinnamon French toast, and it's non-dairy, which means I can have it.
Oh my god, you look so cute. If you guys did not know, he is not like diagnosed lactose intolerant, but once it hit his stomach, he's lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I've known for years, and I've slowly been cutting back on dairy products.
Hello, everyone. Holy cow.
Yes, 136. They're growing by the minute. I love it. Austin Powers, yes. Thank you, Christopher Smith. I don't know if anybody said it before that, but I just sat down and saw that. I said, oh, there she is. Cynthia's saying it too. I'm sure somebody else. Maybe.
I don't know. Are you on?
Am I on live chat?
Yeah.
I am the live chat, ma'am.
Oh. But I don't understand.
So
like, why was
moderators?
like
you'll see moderators can see stuff before I can.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they have the opportunity to block. But I usually have it on my phone too, so I can see it as well. Sorry, I'm like wiping my nose a lot.
I keep wiping my eyes.
I went outside and it's like 80 degrees, and then I went in our bedroom and it's 69 degrees.
I got that white mocha all over me. My hands are all sticky.
Smell over you no more.
Okay, but anyways, what I was saying is there's another bench right here because
I filmed it. I filmed part of it. I don't film everything, which is my problem.
RV chairs are by far
by 5
the worst. They're terrible.
Literally regular chairs.
No, they're just so cheap. And
I like them. Everything's lightweight in an RV.
But listen, it's gone.
Lightweight chairs. Yes.
They're gone.
3 of
In
them
the
are
trash.
gone. 3 of them are gone.
We have one, yes. For like an extra seat, like over here on the corner of the table.
Everybody ratting me out saying I didn't say I wanted it.
Oh my gosh. Look, this is for more.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Lynette
much,
Brower.
Lynette. Hey, $10 can literally get me
a can and a half.
No.
Here. Yes. Things are so expensive.
I know they are so expensive, but not gonna lie, I just buy that cheap Walmart stuff.
Yeah, sometimes even that's going up in price. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. The only thing that I've found so far that Walmart still has cheap, because Walmart brand is great value.
I think he's just dreaming.
The baby's sleeping on a beanbag on the floor right now, in case anybody's wondering. So I got to keep my voice down. But anyways,
he
great
loves
value.
it.
He does. It's like
loves it.
Super
It's so
duper
soothing.
It does. It really does. Like if he's crying when we put him on that beanbag chair, he stops. He loves it. So great value is Walmart's brand. All of those things have been going up in price too, except for their Pop-Tarts, which turned out to be absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, they were really good.
Yeah, but they have a box where you only get 3 packages, but each one has 2, so you get 6 pastries technically for $1.12.
Yeah, we normally don't buy Pop-Tarts, but I don't know. He was in the mood. What was it, like 3-4 days ago?
Yeah, because like move days, I figured breakfast is hard to make.
Yeah,
it's hard to get up early enough to make them breakfast and still get everything done because you have to clean the kitchen, clean the dishes, do all that stuff.
It's true.
Yeah, we struggled with that. So instead of them asking for something like sausage and eggs or bacon or something, we can just give them a Pop-Tart and get them on the road. Okay. Yes, I just bought those today, Tina. I got the brown sugar cinnamon ones the other day and the strawberry, and I absolutely
the strawberry
love both
was
of them.
so
the brown sugar cinnamon was so good.
Okay, well I haven't tried any, but actually
so
that
today
would be really
when we
good
went, I got the cherry and I got the chocolate fudge, but that's for them. I don't eat chocolate. I like chocolate fudge and stuff like that.
Oh, Maria, so we have a Sam's Club membership, and we shop there very frequent, but there's not a single Sam's Club within like an hour from us.
We're in a very unique location where there's almost nothing.
It's so weird.
It almost feels like the Walmart was built very recently. Every single cart that I've used there is like pristine.
They're like
that never
brand
happens
new.
At Walmart. They even have cell phone holders.
I was literally about to say that. It has like a thin slot for your phone, and then it literally has a cup holder.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Like what? Uh-oh.
The headache is migrating.
In your eye?
Yeah, it just went right to my eye.
You want to get some water?
No, I'll be all right.
Okay.
I think it's just a temporary. Yeah, hopefully.
Okay.
But anyways.
Raspberry Pop-Tarts? Have you ever had those before?
I've had mixed berry. Now, there was one that I had. This was going on a decade ago. It was
Sylvia, where do you get the raspberry ones? I think I would kind of like to try that.
It was called. They have one. It might be wild cherry. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Do they still have wild cherry?
So I think
do they have wild berry?
It's wild berry. They used
have
to have
it right now.
Yeah, wild berry is like that.
Wild cherry is by far the best flavor pop that I've ever had in my entire life.
But they don't make it anymore.
They don't.
Yeah, or
they probably do. Somebody's gonna say, "Oh, they make it
near
me." Yeah, I took 3 ibuprofen.
Hello, Christina.
Ibuprofen.
Cynthia.
Ibuprofen.
No, I don't know where that's at.
What is it?
Sugar cane area.
Are you in sugarcane? Oh, you have no clue. I have not seen any sugarcane. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what I told Jackson was bamboo the other day. Remember we saw those sugar? I thought it was bamboo growing in spots. That could have been sugarcane.
I think sugarcane is like a legit city, though. I think that's what she's like saying. Like, are we in that area?
Oh, sugarcane area? Sugarcane City? To the 160 people that are in here, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will discuss a lot of things. I know I'm going to keep mentioning that until we finally get up to it because, of course, we want to talk about ourselves first. We've got a lot going on. Obviously, there's so much going on. I never talk about myself, ever. Even when I'm talking to myself, I talk about other people.
Yeah. But listen, so I did want to jump on here and I wanted to just say, 1, thank you guys for joining. 2, thank you guys for watching all of the videos, staying up to date with us, following along our journey, commenting, sharing our posts, coming over to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yeah, that really means a lot to us.
Those channels are growing so quick. I had no expectations for Instagram at all, but you guys coming over and showing so much love and support to that channel has literally blown me away.
Why are you hiding this over here?
Good.
Maybe that's why my head's hurt. Oh, because of whipped cream. Whipped cream is dairy. I'll see you guys in 35 to 45 minutes.
But also, like, if you're thinking about this journey, it is not rainbows and butterflies. It's not. And I mean, 90% of our videos, we show that. But
you're only getting like 20 to 30 minutes of a 24-hour day, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people...
We're trying to do more day in the lives also.
You guys understand that. A lot of you understand it. But there's people who are new and don't seem to grasp that concept. And they're always... The trolls. I guess that's the best way to put it. There's trolls.
Yeah.
They don't understand that. You know, this is our full-time life. This is a real life. This is what we do. This is what we're doing. And I'm showing you the bits and pieces that I find the most interesting, or at least
bits and pieces that 90% of the channels that do what we're doing don't show because one, they're embarrassed or they don't know how to show flaws. You know, they just want to show the pretty aspect of RV life, which RVing is amazing. Like, our backyard is different almost every 2 weeks. We meet new friends,
which is
new families. I love it.
I do too, and
there's downfalls to it. I'm a big property
guy. I like property. I like owning property. So not having any property is so very unique to me, and I am liking it.
It is very
but
strange.
I am missing, having a fence, But the cool thing is,
I'm missing your garden.
My garden. That's what I was going to say. Additionally, but of course I cut myself off to say that 90% of the people that
oh my gosh, Christina, I love you so much.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
So like, I was like, I think that's her, but like, I wasn't going to say anything, but she's a extreme loyal customer of mine.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Basically from like whenever I started. So yeah, thank you so much.
I know a lot of people are missing you so much.
I know.
But anyways.
It's time consuming.
Yeah, it's time consuming. And this lifestyle is time consuming. This is go, 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 especially with the kids here all day, every day. I was thinking about this earlier. I think that's why we've gotten up and gotten around and gotten out more. And we're doing more stuff because of them. We can't just sit around. You can't.
Because, so we have, and we do like 1 day a week. But let me just tell you, that 1 day a week is pure chaos.
Okay, but even
today, because they nick at each other.
Today, technically, we stayed in, but we didn't. You took them to the park, and then after you came back, I literally took them right down to the river. None of that was filmed. I decided we're not filming today. We're just enjoying.
Taking a day off.
But I did actually make
a couple of
all
shorts
the animals
here
that
and
we
there.
found literally on just an hour and a half walk through the little
found
trail.
So many animals. Good night, Ray.
And then we tried to take them to a nature park. I pulled in at 5 o'clock. I found a place, pulled in at 5 o'clock. It was about 20 minutes from here. And they closed at 5:30. The lady was nice enough. You're supposed to pay. It's one of those pay by persons in your vehicle. She ended up letting us go in for free. It's an RV park as well. We're driving. There's literal RVs parked right by this giant lake. I think it was called Gator Lake. And literally, I pull into one of the sites that was empty to check if they had the proper hookups for us, because we were like, this would be a great place for us to stay. And right in front of us, there's a 7-foot gator just swimming through this gator lake. So that was kind of unique, really cool. Should have filmed that.
Oh, the gator that was going through today.
Yeah, and I was like in the car, like jumping, like, look at gator. And there's a couple, an older fella and his wife just sitting outside. And he's like looking at us like, what the heck are you guys doing? Because we're parked right next to it, like in our car, parked right next to his RV. And I look over him and he's just staring. I was like, oh, there's about a 7-foot gator in this water. He goes, yeah, I know. I filmed it earlier. I said, okay.
It must have been like a known gator in like the general area or something.
So that's kind of funny. Hello to the 178 people that have joined us. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We got a lot to go over in a very little bit of time. I think I'm feeling a little bit better. Finish it. It's yours.
Almost gone.
It's yours. You made it for you.
It is so good. I literally cannot wait to wake up and have another cup.
She puts fresh cinnamon in her. Well, not fresh, but she puts cinnamon in it as well. So it gives it a nice cinnamon taste. I like that a lot.
Okay, so I have the Starbucks brown sugar cinnamon, I think is what it's called, K-cups. So
let me just talk about how terrible decision that was.
What?
Oh, no, the cups are cool. I thought you were talking about the syrup.
Oh, and then I love the white chocolate syrup, the sauce, where you like squirt it out and it's like thicker, because I bought the syrup, which is like the thin liquid cane, huge bottle. And it was disgusting. He loved it.
No, it was not disgusting. It's great. We literally have like this much left of it.
Yeah, because of him. The whole bottle. He's used the whole bottle.
Yeah, even the ants. That's what I was saying, how that was such a bad decision.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
all of those bottles, they're squirt, and there's always drips and stuff that come out. So that's what our ants were coming for. The delicious, sticky syrups. They were literally all over our cabinets. I had to empty out everything that was in our pantry. I literally went all through the under bay of the RV. And that's why, if you guys watch the videos, I actually ended up clearing out everything in there. And I think I showed that.
Oh, Cynthia, we'll get to that question in a minute.
I went and cleaned out the entire bottom of the RV, ended up doing a complete reconstruction of it, and made it look amazing. Yeah, I made it look nice, but it was to
and functional.
Find where the ants were coming from. Yeah, it's definitely much better now. There's still so much space in there. Like, I didn't even know I needed that much space.
I know, but we will, trust me.
I don't think I will.
We're gonna if we have, we'll use it.
If you say so. I don't want to collect any more stuff.
Yeah, I know, that's true.
I know
you like just getting stuff and tossing it.
Yeah, we have the right amount of stuff that we need.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
but what are we going to do with all their sandy stuff now? Because we did go to a bunch of beaches, which Sanibel Island, Cynthia, thank you for asking, was beautiful. Quite honestly.
What are the auditions? Hi, Susie Q. Welcome to our live. So I chuckled because that was super funny to me.
But she might be. I don't know. There's no way, because some people, they don't always come in at the same time. So that might be a comment. Like, she just started watching. It might be a comment from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. And so the auditions that I think you're talking about is how we met. He was just making a funny.
Yes, I tend to do those. I try to.
You guys should know.
Sometimes it's too casual and people miss it as jokes. But yeah, I am just joking. There was no audition. I like to refer to this life as a show. So we're actors. We're non-paid actors.
Yeah.
Do you want the rest of this?
Well, I mean, you already put your nose in it. Go ahead and drink the rest.
I'm gonna drink it through my nose. How about that?
Oh, that cinnamon will hurt.
This is nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to bed now.
Good night.
See you in the morning.
Okay, so we did not meet at an audition. He's just silly. We actually met at the workplace.
Footwear.
Yeah.
You didn't want to just say at the workplace.
Oh.
It's famous footwear. Hello,
yeah, sure.
Everybody that's coming in. Soup Freaks, hello, welcome to the show. Almost 200 people. Holy moly.
Tulis, I'll have him look later on.
What am I looking for?
So anyways, what you were saying about Sanibel. So I very much enjoyed myself. Which I don't typically talk about a whole lot about, like, what I like and blah blah blah. But I love dolphins, and I have loved dolphins. If you saw the comment from my grandma, I have literally loved dolphins, and I actually wanted to be a marine biologist whenever I was a wee tiny little girl. And I got to, so I have touched a dolphin at, I don't know, SeaWorld or Disney or something. But you know,
what?
That's like a weird experience or something that's not authentic. But seeing the dolphins jump out of the water, I loved Sanibel
They're trained
Beach.
Professionals too. When you would learn that anything on this show is fake, they're trained professionals. I hired them. That was for our anniversary. Did you forget?
Yeah,
like, that's why we were there that day.
Yeah, I forgot.
I did that.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't nature.
Oh,
it was George.
Well, then I don't like Sanibel Beach.
But anyways, I want to know.
I liked it for that experience.
A lot of people.
But the sand, no, I didn't like the sand. The texture of it, I would 100% rather go to Siesta.
Siesta was beautiful.
Is it Siesta or Fiesta? Because now I'm all confused.
No, that was Siesta Beach.
Okay.
Which had the big billboard that said #1 beach in the USA, which I can agree with that. I did like it a lot more than any of the other beaches that we've been to so far, but it does have to do with the sand. I had that was our first beach technically we went to.
Chobani white chocolate raspberry cream.
They had that. There was only one left, and it was way in the back, and I wasn't going to reach my hand into that refrigerator. That guy was working back there, and he was going to grab me if I...
Man, you guys need to, like, email us with all these things, because I always forget after lives to go back and, like, save all of these places. So if you have somewhere amazing that you think that taking a risk... Yeah.
They put them in the comments sometimes.
Oh. Anyways, if you have somewhere amazing that you would like to see taking a risk go to, please send us an email. And I cannot hesitate enough that our new email is takingarisk@yahoo.com.
It is, but
So,
you could still email the old one.
Takingarisk@yahoo.com. The old one does not get opened often.
Oh, very nice.
As Maria found out. But that's okay.
No, so what happens is I open it and there's a lot of spam because it's a YouTube email, so there's a lot of spam from companies or bots and stuff like that. So I'll peruse through it, and if I see something that's unique, then I'll try to click on it. But there's literally thousands of emails, so it's hard to keep up with them.
Yeah. So anyways,
the new email that's technically not on there that she's talking about is probably the better one to go through if you are trying to message us.
It's okay, Maria. He knows now, and I actually have it on my phone now too, so I should get notified.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. Cynthia just threw it up there. I can put it on the screen so you guys can see. That is the email. That is like our professional personal email. This one should not hopefully get cluttered with spam unless there's a bot in here that picks that up and just starts sending us all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like the old one was getting so much like weird spam of like
this channel is for some
like credit cards and stuff that we were buying, and like clearly I used to work for a credit card company, so like I know what's fake, but like it was like 300 a day. It was wild. So yeah, there's a new email.
James, I would absolutely love to go to Alaska, especially during the summertime. That was actually one of our plans. But I think our plans are changing again. We were talking about going to Texas next, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to do it because we do have plans this year later on in September.
Yeah, so September we will be at the Hershey RV
So we need to be back in Pennsylvania. It's probably like middle of September, right?
Yeah, we're hoping to go October. Wait, what is it?
September, so August.
Oh, yeah, before. So, hopefully August, we'll be back in Ohio in August.
And it's already
then
almost
September,
March.
I know, and then September for the Hershey show. And we'll honestly probably stay in Pennsylvania the whole month.
Yeah.
So,
I think Pennsylvania does have a...
we want to kind of like
be back to Ohio.
I think on the East Coast versus trying to go west and then coming all the way back.
Our original plan
in that
was,
such short amount of time.
After Florida, we were going to go west to Texas to try and be there in April to catch that eclipse that everybody's excited about. And then we were going to head north from there and try to do Colorado and parts of New Mexico and Wyoming and Montana and do all those, and then head back east to try and get to Pennsylvania before that. But with how long we've spent in Florida and how much we can spend longer here,
I know, it's
wild. I think it's smarter to just start heading back north from here as it starts to warm up.
We have been to Rainbow Springs, and we've also been to the state park. I don't know how to tag videos on the lives.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any way to do that on here. We can do that. I'm not sure how to do that. I don't think there's anything that's clickable. I mean, you could probably put the link, go to Studio, copy the link, and
thank you so much, Sue. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mid-September.
Oh, I'm on the.
That's okay. Just close out of that.
So Blue Springs, we were actually going to go there like 3 days ago, but where we are, it's so far away from everything.
Oh, I'm not gonna really look up this video though.
So it's like literally like 3 hours, huh?
I'm not gonna find that video. Do you remember what it was called? See, there's no.
Yeah, it's probably like in between here though.
We did go there. That's probably the safest
just go back and binge watch.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do because we are doing constant videos every single day. So my memory's terrible, quite honestly. I don't remember when we were there. We were just there. We were there.
We've been there multiple
video
times.
Evidence that we were there.
And the reason why is because my great-grandparents own property there. And we go and visit very often. Silver Springs, we will visit there soon as well. It's just, like I said, where we are right now, everything is literally like 3 hours away.
And a lot of stuff is peak right now, so it's peak season. There's a lot of people coming down because of wintertime, so Florida is kind of...
And it's extremely packed there because of all of the manatees.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
And We will have, I think we will, so after this next destination, which literally this week and next week, you guys need to be on your toes because there's going to be such amazing footage. You guys are going to literally be blown away.
I'm super excited.
We are so excited. I literally can't believe it. But Cameron State Park, yeah. So all these state parks, we will get to them, I believe. We'll try and do most of the springs, so that way that we can get some more manatee footage. But
can we go back a little bit?
What?
I want to talk about the dolphin thing.
Oh, okay.
Because that is the favorite animal of so many people, and I want to know why. What is it about dolphins?
I don't know.
Especially never having seen one in real life until recently. What is it about dolphins?
I don't know. It's just.
I think it's a human thing. Like, what is it about dolphins?
An ice cream potato.
Soup Freaks $4.99. Thank you so much. There is a place in Idaho that serves an ice cream potato.
That sounds strange.
I'm excited.
But I would definitely try it.
Potatoes are like such.
You'll have to give me like
staple.
more information on what this place is called.
I love potatoes. That doesn't surprise me.
Yes, I do love potatoes.
It's like the peanut.
I don't know potatoes with ice cream though.
But it's not potatoes with ice cream. It's potato ice cream.
Yeah.
Which potatoes make up like a huge majority of foods nowadays. Potatoes everywhere.
Yeah. So back to dolphins. So it looks like
they
are extremely smart.
Yes, I understand that.
They take care of their young so well.
Yes, I understand that as well. But what makes them lovable?
Their sound is so cute. Yes.
To me, it sounds like you're blasting somebody
and like
in the ear with
they're just so
supersonic.
smart. They're like literally the smartest animal in the sea.
I see what you're saying.
Until I throw them in. Okay, well, you asked me why, so I'm telling you.
Yes.
They're friendly. They are.
I've never made friends with a dolphin before.
Like, that little boy was in there.
What little boy?
Was he? He definitely wasn't a man. In the
orange
orange
shorts?
shorts.
The kid in the orange shorts?
Yeah.
I've swam with dolphins.
Were they nice? Were they friends? Did you make friends?
No, I just said I've never made friends with a dolphin. They swam in their pod. They pooped in my face. I don't know. Like
what?
Yes, they poop in your face.
Okay.
They're jokesters.
Okay.
Yeah, they're smart enough to understand practical.
But they are still gonna be my favorite animal, and you can't tell me nothing different.
But you don't even like the
what
smell.
You gonna tell me what I don't like?
Yes, you don't like the smell of the ocean.
You're very right.
Dolphins.
I hate it.
Mammals, but they live in the ocean. They smell like
the smell of fish.
Yes. It's cute when they offer you hugs and kisses and stuff like that, but that's all trained behavior. It doesn't happen in the wild as often as you'd like.
Well, maybe I'll see you one day. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love them, and I'm
Put
sure
in the comments what your favorite animals.
No. What is your favorite animal?
Yes, I don't have a favorite animal.
Put in the comments.
I love so many different animals for so many different reasons. Like I like giraffe because they're so unique with their necks. Yeah, they're huge. I love elephants because they are smart, loving, caring creatures that never forget, just like me. Oh. But my memory's not that great. I like horses.
Yeah.
There's certain types of beetles I really like. Look, a llama. That's an amazing one to have. What a unique favorite animal.
Hello, Kings on a Roll Kids. That's a pretty cool name. That's long.
Like ours. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that.
We are great. How are you?
Gail Barnes says she's from Oklahoma. She just subscribed and she wants to know if we're going to Otter Creek. So let me know. Did you come over from What the Hills or did you find us on your own somehow else? I'd like to know that. But we are going to talk about that. Probably, do you want to get to that now?
Sloths. Oh my gosh. Yes.
That's a wonderful favorite. See, my favorite for the longest time growing up was koalas. Because I always thought they were cute and cuddly and amazing little soft creatures.
She loves them so much. She has a tattoo of it.
Yes. Okay. That's the thing. Like, I've been to people's houses. It's usually women. Dolphin everything.
I know that used to literally be my bedroom.
Yes.
Statues. Like,
blew my mind.
Every vacation, everywhere.
People made so much money off of the love of dolphins. It's nuts.
Everybody would bring me back a dolphin statue.
And
from
it's always like a
all the
bluish,
destinations.
purple, white color.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
It's cool. I'm not hating
Red
at all.
pandas.
I don't care that you love
She
dolphins.
found
I
us
love
there
that you
with
love the animal itself, but it's just so strange that so many people, it's dolphins.
Yeah. I don't know.
But like my point is like you've never seen one. Like,
Yeah.
in the wild. Like, so how can that be your favorite?
I don't know. I mean, you just literally, well, you actually caught me on camera of how excited I was about the manatees.
No, it was the crab. You got really more excited about the crab than anything.
Okay, because I was not expecting him.
Neither was I.
To
That video
literally
came out. The Sanibel video.
That beautiful on the other side, because his
I've
belly
watched
was white.
Animal shows my entire life, and I've never seen the calico crab before. The little leopard-looking crab.
Oh my god,
Never.
he was so beautiful. I literally wanted to take him
And
home,
it didn't
but
pinch me when I picked it up. So did my finger heal?
He almost bit
Yeah,
me.
look, it's right there where he got me.
Oh yeah.
Well, little blue crab. It was a female though. Found out later on.
How do you know?
The red tips on the claws.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice.
And then the
I love chicken nuggets.
Yeah, see, chickens are a good animal to have as your favorite because they're delicious.
Yeah, I guess.
I know that's not a friendly reason, but they're delicious. I love chickens. Small baby goats, that's a wonderful one. I have a friend, her favorite animal is miniature cows.
Cynthia.
And that makes sense to me.
That jellyfish was bigger than Jackson in a ball.
I'm surprised I haven't been reached out to by some National Geographic channel or even David Attenborough himself asking me for that footage, because I have never once seen jellyfish that big. That thing, it was literally a beach ball.
It was huge.
And I've never seen a jellyfish anywhere on TV look that big. So I'm really surprised that like Fox News Network didn't reach out to me for that footage.
Oh my god, that's Healthy King's daughter. No, you're absolutely right. I had no clue who you
hilarious.
were.
That's
but thank you so much for
wonderful.
doing
I talk
your
about
life.
you guys all the time because of how wonderfully clean our tanks are. So thank you to
Yes, love
Charles
it.
and Rose. Really appreciate it. You guys did a bang up job. Farting goats. Oh, fainting goats.
Thank you so much, Rita.
Farting goats would be cool too.
Following us since the beginning. I mean, you've
Yes, I like whales.
loyal. I love it.
I like whales. I've never slept with whales. I swam with whales.
You
I was
never-
thinking sleeping with the fishes. I don't know why that popped in my head. So whales just took the place of fishes. I've never slept with whales, I guess.
But you slept with fish.
No, that's a common saying for when people get thrown into the water. The mafia used to do it all the time. Hey, this guy's gonna go sleeping with the fishes. What do you say? Johnny, come on, let's take this guy down to the dock. We'll put him in the water. He'll sleep with the fishes. Get him his shoes. They're made out of cement. Stuff like that.
So we, the only actual destination that we know for sure is our next one. And then in September we'll be in Pennsylvania.
Our next two, technically.
Outside of, oh my god, I thought that said Thornberry.
I thought so too.
Outside of.
Wait, what is wild thornberry?
It's like a.
I never watched that stuff growing up.
Oh my god, you're so weird, man.
I didn't have cable. I had nature.
Get out of here.
I had PBS. That was about it. Channel 55, Channel 43, Channel 3, 5, 8. I feel like there was one in between there somewhere. PBS was 25. Those are the channels I had
she
growing
said,
up.
I don't have time. I don't have time for favorite animals because I have 5 pitties, 2 cats in a house, plus 12 to 15. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's crazy. That's literally, it sounds exactly like my grandmother. I grew up and she always had millions of cats everywhere, inside, outside. They would not be in the house. They would just like only be on the front porch, which was always closed. Which was always closed. And but there was babies. Oh my gosh. I remember like literally watching so many newborn babies everywhere.
Sounds like there's a gorilla outside our window going, it's a baby gorilla. Should I go check?
Yeah. So we are 100% going to go to Pigeon Forge. I just don't know when, or if we're actually going to be in Pigeon Forge, like our RV, or if we'll just drive there. But I've heard so many amazing destinations and great things about Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, and I stopped there with my sister a few years back, which was great.
Okay.
Meet her and Joey.
There's like
Who
a
I've
lot
had
of,
people
there's
ask.
like a lot of comments, but like I can't
I've had
even
people
catch
ask. My sister has a son, Joey. He's been in a couple of my videos a long time ago. We went to Aquatica together, so that is her son, not mine. I've had people ask if that's my son because we look almost identical, but no, he's only I think 9 years younger than me.
Oh my god, it was 70 degrees today in Cincinnati.
What?
That's crazy.
It's February. February is historically the coldest. Something's going on. Something funky's going on.
Yeah.
That Kung flu messed everything up.
That cold front or something. I don't know.
That's not what I was talking about.
Okay, I think I'm all caught up on comments. I'm trying to stay on top of comments, but you guys
doing a
are
great job. You're doing
rolling through them quick.
I like Pigeon Forge.
Oh,
I definitely
yeah.
like to go back there. We always talked about that, like getting into this lifestyle. Oh, we probably should mention that. Why?
What?
Somebody asked, why did we choose to do this? Why did we sell our home?
Oh.
That was like 30 minutes ago.
Oops.
We were tired of doing the 9 to 5, working, and then only seeing our kids a portion of the time and having them go to school, which is great. School, I don't have a problem with school, but some of the stuff, you hear it on the news, they're teaching kids all kind of weird stuff, but not in the schools that we send our kids to. I was there very frequently, checking in on them and stuff like that. And so was Mom. But we got tired of not being in their lives enough. Felt like that was it.
We were like missing, somebody else was teaching them. And then, I was still at work whenever they got home. So they just had to basically like, I don't want to say like entertain themselves because obviously I was there and he was there, but like it wasn't like it is now. I
think a lot of people understand like you have
24/7.
work, they have school, you guys get home in the evenings and you're tired. You can spend time together. I'm sure a lot of people do. I'm not saying you don't, but the time spent, in my opinion, is not always the most quality because some people have homework that they have to do, so they're going to be in the room. Mom or dad might be making dinner, so they're in the kitchen. It's just that it didn't feel like we had enough time together, enough quality time.
Quality time, that's for sure.
So that was a definite big driving factor. Plus, with the housing market the way it was, we actually made a pretty decent profit off selling our house. And I don't know why we chose. Like, when did we think this was the lifestyle for us? It was back in 2022. And why? See, I don't even remember. This lifestyle has just been so much faster paced than you'd think.
Yeah,
like things literally just come in and go out.
Well, we had been discussing about like, we needed a change for our family.
Because we tried to sell our house once before and it didn't sell.
Yeah. Because the rates were ridiculously crazy and extremely high. So nobody was in the buying market, but everybody was in the selling market because the profit of selling a home in 2022 was very great.
Thank you, Rita. And Rita asked, do we share ages? Yes, I'm going to be 34 in March, and she just turned 30 back in October. So there's no hiding that. I know people can use that information for all kinds of weird stuff, but whatever.
He's already been there, whatever.
Yeah, I've already been.
Thank you so much. Now. Yeah, I know.
Identity theft. It is nuts. So yeah, we just wanted to be more a part of their lives, and I figured with my background in psychology and early human education, I would be great at doing the homeschool stuff, and Mom has a background in that as well. So it just kind of seemed natural that homeschooling seemed like a safer, better alternative to what's been going on out in the world, especially here in America. It's so unpredictable. Literally, you could be doing anything, and somebody who's not on their rocker could choose to end a bunch of people's lives. So it is nerve-wracking for me. I don't know why. I have a very security-driven mind, and I know the odds are against that happening to us in real life, but it's not zero. You know what I mean? Slim to none, but it's still existent that somebody not in their right mind could decide to take the opportunity of us being somewhere, because we went to Easton Mall. Easton Mall was a huge mall. Lots of stuff has actually happened there since we've left. Did you know that? Yeah, there's been lots of fights, lots of shooting, lots of car gangs or whatever they're called going there. So you never know. I mean, bad things happen randomly all over. I mean, bad things could happen here. Somebody could lose their mind, do some crazy stuff. But I just wanted to be around them all the time for that reason. And
making sure that they're safe. And
number one priority.
Allowing their mind to understand that like Mom and Dad are like right here next to you. and we're going to be able to protect you no matter what. And then them being away for 8 hours a day, with Jackson, his mind so strong and he's so intelligent. He was bored day in and day out in school.
And we constantly were asking them, what can we do to get him into a higher grade, or what tests can we take, or what programs do we need to go into to get him to where he needs to be? And it was almost like the runaround.
And they were like blowing it off.
They didn't want to give us a proper answer. They kept telling us, oh, you could take this route, or you could try this. But it was nothing serious. It wasn't anything like, oh, you guys need to do this right now. Here's the information, all that stuff. They would just give us like, you can contact these people and see what they say, stuff like that.
And then it was like all this, see this person and get this done, and see this person and talk about this.
And he was constantly getting in trouble because of his boredom.
Yeah.
He's a high energy kid, high functioning, high energy. And I remember being that way. I remember being like almost unstoppable when it came to learning, and then go out to recess. I'd be the fastest kid on the playground. I'd be running around in circles around everybody. So I understand why he was getting into trouble. My dad was a lot more strict than I am, so I was scared to get in trouble. Jackson, he's not scared to get in trouble.
So those are like a lot of the main bullet points of essentially why we started the lifestyle.
It just seemed like
I've seen a lot of families do the same thing that we're doing, and I was really intrigued. I kept thinking to myself, how me being who I am, I very much am materialistic.
And you never got to travel as a kid.
Yeah,
and
never.
I'm a huge traveler. Like, travel was one of my biggest things when I was in college and when I was with my ex-girlfriend. We traveled all the time, and it's something that I truly missed. And this I felt would be the best opportunity to show her a lot of the things that I love to see, and find a new bunch of things that I love as well, and show the kids while we're at it.
Yeah, and then
And it has been. This has been absolutely amazing. I love, like, even just driving through places, you see a lot of things that you would never normally see because you would stay out of those areas.
Right.
Yeah.
And then just hands-on learning with the kids. So, I feel like every single day is a field trip. And with the school district that they were in, I think Jackson literally went on one field trip, and he was in second grade. So out of like 4 years, he had one field trip, which is
when we
nuts.
asked them about field trips, we got kind of like the,
we don't do those anymore.
Yeah, we don't really
it was
do those
so
anymore. We were
strange.
like, what? And I think it has to do a lot with 2020.
Funding.
Well, yeah, well, of
and
course,
COVID,
of course, the main reason, like the underlying reason that they don't like to talk about is funding. But the other reason that they give you is because of COVID and stuff like that. A lot of rules have changed, so stuff like that. So this seemed like the better alternative to just living to pay bills.
That too. We were literally working, coming home, making dinner, going to sleep. Working, coming home, making dinner, going to sleep. And we were barely getting by with the bills that we had. And we were still doing the same thing day in and day out. And it was just like a never-ending rat race that we were literally living. And we just had a great opportunity, and we took it. Not everybody is going to be as blessed, essentially, as we were to jump into this.
I highly suggest figuring out finances before you really jump into this lifestyle. If you could have everything paid off and be debt-free and get into this lifestyle, 100%.
Yeah.
Especially if you're working remote. If you're working remote, I don't see why you'd want to be in a house.
Yeah, that's very true.
I can understand it, but I don't know why you would. I feel like humans, since, we came from wherever, have always traveled. We've always traveled to new locations looking for better, finding the grass is greener, but it's not. And when I say that, I don't mean like your neighbor's grass. I'm talking about like grass somewhere else. Like here in Florida in wintertime is perfect ideal location to be in my mind. So I feel like the birds have it right. You have to migrate. We have to, in my opinion, we have to, as humans, we have to move around, or else you get rooted in the wrong place, especially if you're born in a city that you hate. You don't get to choose where you're born, but you get to choose where you live. Once you're old enough, you get to decide. So I know it's not always cost effective, and that's not your fault. I want you guys to know that it's not cost effective. It's not your fault. You can blame big corporations for making everything so expensive and stuff like that, inflation.
Yeah. So I do see a couple of comments. So how does your family feel? So
as you'd expect.
Essentially.
They were nervous for us, and we're nervous too, but we're getting used to it and we're loving it.
Yeah, so I'm a very I'm my own person. I'm going to make my own rules. I'm going to do my own thing, whether or not you agree or not.
I mean, we could be honest about it. Your dad's not in your life.
Yeah, so my
there's
dad's not in my
question.
life. My mom is extremely sad, but, you know, this is what's best for our family right now. It's not that we don't care about our family or care about their opinions or anything along those lines, but this is what was best for our family. This is what's best for our children's future. And so we just jumped right in.
Yeah, we
love and miss our family. Don't get us wrong.
But I'm pretty much the same way. Once I left and went to college, I moved all the way to Hawaii, from Ohio to Hawaii once I graduated high school. Sorry, I think I said college, but once I graduated high school, I moved all the way to Hawaii. So I was already ready to go. It's not that I don't love my parents. If I could, I'd stay with them forever. I'd love to take care of them and stuff like that. But they're pretty independent as well. You know, they're doing great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like that was a natural thing. Maybe it was a selfish thing. I don't know. I would love to still be there. Every time I go there and visit, I'm like, oh, I remember being there and being so close to them and talking to them all the time. And now I think this happens with a lot of people, though. You grow up, and sometimes, you know, you don't always keep that perfect connection with everybody. We talk every once in a while, but it's not like it used to be. It's not every day.
And like I keep telling them, we will be back.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's a month or 2 months or 8 months or an entire year, we don't know, but we will be back. Yeah. So that's just kind of essentially like how we left it. And they watch our videos, so they essentially like know what we're doing and where we are. His family, yes, of course.
Yeah, my mom will put it on the TV and she'll watch it. And it's so funny because she'll call me every once in a while and she'll say, I watched your video, and I'll have to say which one. And then she'll remind me which one. And then she'll ask me questions about how we're doing and stuff like that. And it's wonderful. I love hearing her voice. Yeah, exactly. Grandma Nate's leaving the nest. That's exactly what happened. Left, and honestly, I'd love to go back. It does.
Good night, Sylvia.
It makes me feel like, you know, I'd love to be a kid again. I'd absolutely love to be a kid again and have my parents around when we were younger, and I'd love to do all stuff like that. But now I'm living that life with my kids. You know, I'm around when they're younger and doing all the things that I wish I could have done. So this is a nice lifestyle.
It's nice. Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go.
It's almost an hour in. I didn't plan on going this late, but we probably should talk about what's going on.
Well, if you guys want to ask, so what we'll do is put a couple of questions in the chat that you would like us to answer. We'll answer a couple questions, and then we will jump into the largest question for you guys.
And why we haven't addressed it. I'll talk about that as well. It's been something that we've definitely tried to ignore for my specific reasons. It's not for any other reason.
Yes, for a very good reason. So if you guys want to jump in the chat and ask a couple of questions, we will go ahead and answer those.
So the first question that came in is, do you have siblings?
Okay.
The where are they? That's personal. I won't talk about that. But yes, we both do have siblings.
Kristen.
What?
Christine, I think it is.
Not having siblings?
So I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers, and all of them are
that she knows of.
Yes, and all of them are in Ohio.
Yeah. And I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and most of them, well, George, as you guys know, she's in Florida, I think, right?
I think she is right now, yeah.
Somewhere in Florida. My other sister and my one brother, they're in Ohio, and then my other brother, he's in California.
Yeah. Next destination, throw a dart at the map. That sounds like a great idea, but I don't want to be like all over the place, especially traveling with kids. So are you done having babies? So we would like to say no, because whenever we first got together, our goal was to have 6. Or, is that a goal?
It was what we discussed about a lot. Yeah, it wasn't really a goal, but it was like if we have 6, that would be perfect.
Yeah, and that would be like.
And I always, of course, as parents, you know, you don't really get to choose unless you go a specific route to do that. But I always wanted 3 boys, 3 girls.
However, with this lifestyle and with the way that they manufacture trucks,
vehicles in general,
vehicles,
especially towing vehicles,
we are done for now.
Yeah, we have to be.
Yeah,
we're physically limited
at our max.
There is actually a specific truck that we can have built, but we don't have the money for it. But it actually is a giant truck that has three cabs.
3 cabs, yeah.
So it seats up to, I think, 3 in the front, 3 in the, so 9?
Yeah, I think 9.
I think it seats up
max,
to 9.
Yeah.
So we could technically have 3 more kids, right? Because there's 6 of us now, yes. We could have 3 more kids, but we have to figure out some way to get funded for a huge upgrade, which I'm pretty sure that truck starts at $150,000.
Yeah, it's expensive.
And it would have enough room to tow, which, good Lord, I couldn't imagine. We'd be over 60 foot. Because I'm pretty sure that thing comes in at about 20 foot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
somebody asked, are we regretting our choice?
Are you still happy you went fifth wheel versus a big rig RV?
What's a big rig RV?
I don't know. So
like a towable one?
I don't know. Mark, if you want to put in the chat, like specify a big rig. The only big rig essentially that I think that you're talking about would be a toy hauler. That will 100% be our next RV. Going into the lifestyle, I didn't necessarily, even though I'm doing all kinds of
finances. That's the best way to put it. We had to worry about finances.
So finances, and also since our truck is gas,
I'm very frugal.
There's only a certain
Holy moly, Jen,
amount.
Sending love. Thank you so much. She's the best. You're all the best. But
the maximum that our truck can tow was not able to tow any toy hauler that I looked into that would like fit our lifestyle, the layout that I would like, and blah blah blah. This one is great. It literally has everything that we need.
The solitude is
yeah.
Okay.
Our
the truck
RV
is great too. I love the truck.
Oh yeah. Everything. Our truck decision, our RV decision. No, I do not regret at all.
So a drivable. A drivable.
No.
Which, that's what we call a drivable. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So that you can go ahead and talk about that.
Those are not built for big families, in my opinion.
I don't think so either.
I think they're built more for retired couples, honestly, or people who travel and do shows. Like we've seen a lot of people who do dog shows or horse shows.
Yeah.
They'll travel in those while either the husband or the wife tows the animals that they're bringing. So I've never seen one, all the ones that we've been in and all the different shows that we've gone to, I've never seen one that's built for anybody that's over 2. They usually only have 1 bedroom.
Now they do have bunks, but they're like in the middle of
They're beautiful.
In the middle of the rig.
We talked about it a lot, but I think the thing that steered us away from it was
they don't have their own room, which to me that's extremely weird. Because most of them, they're like in the middle, across from the bathroom. Yeah, so like literally they have like a curtain. And that to me is strange. That has no privacy.
Yeah, this honestly, like
they have a door. They have their own bathroom. And they each have their own bunk. Now the girls share because I converted, but
they choose to.
They choose to share.
Put that out there. There was 3 bunks for a reason, and they all, if they wanted to, they all sleep on 1 bunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they choose.
But with Jackson, you know, getting a lot older, he's wanting to sleep by himself, which is understandable.
Yeah, and we're making sure that it's safe for everybody. Stuff like that too. Not that there's any concerns, but I know that other people are going to be concerned about that stuff. But
no, we will never ever, unless we retire and they all move, whatever, and maybe we might get a drivable.
That's something we've talked about. If we got older and we continued this lifestyle, would we downsize? Technically, to us, that would
to
be
a drivable.
Like I was saying, is it a channel called Tiny Homes?
Yeah.
This is a tiny home. Literally, this is bigger than probably some people's apartments in some parts of the world. But this literally has everything we need. Like she was saying, a master bedroom, a bathroom for the master. You come into the kitchen, which is also part of your living room, and then you go into their room, and then beyond that's their bathroom. So it's literally a tiny, the perfect little layout. I love it. And everything is so accessible, which is my favorite part. Because in our house, which was very large, it was 2,600 square foot, 3 stories technically, because we had a second floor, first floor, and a basement, which was finished. That wasn't furnished, didn't have any furniture. But it was finished. It was partially finished, mostly finished, I think. Best way to put that.
Yeah.
It seemed like if I wanted to do something on the second floor, and then I had to go to the basement. That was a hike. Too many stairs. And with my herniations in my back and stuff like that, it was becoming too much to want to keep going up and down stairs, up and down stairs, up and down stairs all the time, especially when we went to bed. For the longest part of like 3 years, I never went upstairs.
Yeah.
And I slept on the couch for the most part because it was just too much pain to try and walk upstairs to go to bed. So I just fall asleep on the couch most of the time.
All right. And Maria, I did see your comment. You need the RV with 2 lofts. So most of those ones are not full-time towable. And
these are beautiful.
And
RVs
I do not
so
like
beautiful.
the hitch tow. I will never get a hitch tow. I like the 5th wheel. To me, I just feel as if it's more secured and more safe. That's my own opinion.
The reason our opinions are like that, we should probably mention, like, neither of us come from a background where we towed much.
No.
Like, I didn't have anybody in my family that towed anything. I don't think. If you did, you don't know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, this
is something very new to us. We went with what research and what, what other large families were doing. So anyways.
Okay, so buckle up, #buckle up, put the Chevy Suburban holds 9 people. Yes, that is a good point. We do technically have 2 vehicles. We can fill both vehicles up with kids. So why are we done having kids? that just made me think, why are we done? Because I'm towing in the truck by myself now. The truck kind of just sits there idly when we're not using it.
Heck, I'll fill it up then. Go ahead.
I'll fill it up. Squeezes 9. Technically, yeah, because we could fit 6 in the truck now, including a driver. 7, right?
7 in my car.
Oh man, we could be John and Kate plus 18 now.
Oh my God! Don't even get him started.
What?
Oh my God. Okay, so the next question is, are you going to see your sister George? We will address that in a moment. Do you think you would go to St. Augustine, Florida? So I have been there, and I know all the history about St. Augustine. Have we been there as a family? No, we have not. Have we gotten the chance to go? No, not yet. Would I love to take them there and show them around St. Augustine and the history? Absolutely. Whether or not we'll make it there, I'm not 100% sure.
I know it's in Florida. I figured that much, but
yeah, I'll have to show you on the map.
Okay, is it north, south? I'm good with directions. Just point me in a direction, I'll go. Yeah, okay. I've been there. I've been there once or twice.
Okay, so are you going to Otter Creek? We'll address that in a minute.
He's so beautiful. Oh no. He can't find it.
Okay. The next question, do you guys miss doing storage units? You can answer that because I do not miss any of the stuff.
I loved it. It was so much fun. Like, you never know what you were going to find, which is why I love adventuring so much, because great. Once again, you never know what you're going to find when you're out in nature. I consider that like a good transition, but having inventory that didn't move for a long time, no, I don't miss that. I don't miss having stuff in my space. Like, I love not having things. I love it. I love it so much, not having stuff that trips you up, because I'm going to mention this again. The herniations in my back. I now have 5. I don't know if I've ever talked about that, but when I first got my first herniation, this was like 4 years ago. Obviously, there was only 1, but it hurts to lift up to walk over things, and it hurts to go up steps. It hurts to lift my leg up. So if I have to hop over something, it hurts. And if it doesn't hurt now, it'll hurt later. So now having 5 of them, which I don't know, I don't feel any worse now that I have more, but it still does hurt to lift over. And like, even if the kids are laying on the floor and I have to walk over them, it does not feel good. I hate doing it. So I'll try to walk around them, and I don't want to be walking around too many things. So not having anything cluttering up our area, I like it a lot. I know there's a lot of people that understand that.
Yeah.
I know I'm young to have this condition, so I understand that, but I worked too hard at the jobs that didn't pay enough. Stuff like
That's
that.
very true.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next and final question, until we address our last question about what's going on with the hails, is how much is gas? And so right now, I think it was like $3.19.
When we first started, it was
like $2.60s.
upper twos, yeah, mid to upper $2, $2. I should say that. Be more specific. And now it's like low $3. So between
I have seen. So somebody said in Central Florida it's almost $3.50 right now.
Yeah,
so it might just be like a little bit cheaper here.
And no, our truck is actually gas. Yeah, so that's a weird thing, which is another reason why we had to be very mindful of what type of RV we picked, because we had the truck long before we picked our RV. I think we had the truck back in May. We didn't get our RV till October.
Right.
So,
just a little bit of advice or tips: if you are looking into the lifestyle, buy the rig first before you buy your truck,
or buy them at the same time, because there's a lot of couples who are done with the lifestyle and they'll sell a combo, so you'll buy the truck and the RV.
One of our friends that we met are just not doing that, and they're going back to the home life.
Yeah, people, like, we met them and we were like, oh yeah, we could definitely travel with these people for a long time, and then like a couple weeks later they told us they were done.
So,
yeah, they were really cool people, really good Christian people, so it was nice running into them. She was the husband and wife, they were both very, very pleasant people to be around. Their kids were so nice. And
they loved all three of ours. And they were about all three of their kids were about all the ages of all three of ours.
Yeah. 414 in Eastern Washington, which is another reason I've been so terrified to go out west, because like I was saying, you have to watch your finances in this lifestyle, especially when it comes to gas and stuff like that. And we do have 2 vehicles, so we do have to double worry about it.
That's very true. That is honestly something that I was thinking about. Since we have 2 vehicles, I don't want to take both vehicles all across the country and back. It just doesn't sound
And we are technically saving gas by having 2 vehicles. I know it doesn't make sense, but we only drive the truck to tow. So we're only filling it up to tow, and then we hop into the more gas efficient Kia Sorento that we have, and it literally gets like double the miles in the truck. The truck
and it's like half the cost of
the truck is
gas.
Getting, like, when it's towing, I think it's like 6 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. So the last question that we're going to answer is going to be: are you full-time RVing now? So yes, we are a full-time RVing family.
Yeah, we sold our home back in October
of 2023.
Yeah, literally.
And we hit the road.
We hit the road. Yep. We got into our RV. Well, we didn't really hit the road. That's not true either, because we stayed in Ohio, where we're originally from. We stayed in Ohio for quite a while. We were there for what?
A month and a half almost.
A month and a half, yeah, because we sold. No, it was only a month, right? We sold at the end of October and we left November 17th.
Beginning of October.
Was it the beginning?
7th.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so she's right. A month and a half. Because we left November 17th. We finally got out of Ohio once it started getting really cold, because this is a new lifestyle for us. We literally jumped into it.
Water thing froze one time.
Actually,
that was enough. Oh, it was?
Yeah. The hose froze once, but I've had other things freeze.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then our heated hose that came with this, which was a huge one, they're like $300. There's a ding on one of the adapter parts, so every time I would screw it in, it would leak. So that wasn't going to work. So our only heated hose that we had leaked, so that wasn't going to work.
And so I know some people like let it leak, but that's just not what you're supposed to do.
It's funny that you say that, because in the wintertime, you're advised to run your hose. Like if you have a bib coming out of your house, if you're not going to insulate it, you have to, it's a good idea to let it leak just a little bit. Yeah, so that water keeps moving, because moving water is not freezing water.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I guess that would have been fine to let it, but then the area around it would get frozen. That's why I didn't do it. Yeah, because we would just be making ice all over the place, and I didn't want to do that. How did you know that, Mark?
Okay, so, all right. You want to go ahead?
So, when did we visit there? Back in January, was it 22 or 23?
Where?
Otter Creek. When was the last time we took the whole family up there, or down there?
Wow, a long time.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Probably 21.
And this was before all the issues they're having now, so this is one of the main reasons. We discussed this a long, long time ago, and my sister knows about this as well. We discussed it with her and Jeremy, and that we didn't feel comfortable being there with the way the neighbors acted, because there was one particular incident. Oh, and of course we're losing connection right now. So for the 256 people, hopefully we don't lose connection, because no, look at that, it's dropping. Oh no!
Hold tight.
Hold tight, yes, I'll hold off.
Really? We're not apparently supposed to talk about it, and this is another reason why we've been holding out.
Yeah, well,
it's not going up.
Unnecessary drama for us. Now, for them, for Martha or George and Jeremy, that is their real life. So it's not unnecessary drama. But for us to be there, it's unnecessary drama because we could become targets for no reason. And I don't want to be a part of any of that. I don't want my kids around it because there's people on drugs over there, like hardcore drugs, that are running around doing dumb things that they don't need to be doing. And I don't want to put my family anywhere near that because when we were there back in January of 22 or 23, whenever it was.
Did it go back up?
Yeah, it should be fine now.
Okay.
We did run into issues. We ran into issues with the neighbors, and we ran into issues with the little hunting area that's over there too. There was people over there, and I accidentally crossed into that territory unknowingly. I didn't know the trails as best as I thought I did, and I ended up crossing into with my entire family while they were shooting. There was
no indication of a property change at all.
Yeah, there really wasn't, and they were shooting their guns in that area, and I got threatened pretty much. My family was threatened at pretty much gunpoint. So that's not something I ever wanted to deal with. I don't want to put them in that situation. And now with everything else that's going on, it just doesn't make sense for us to be there, especially now with little kids who don't understand boundaries and stuff like that. My kids are too friendly. That's kind of honestly the best way to put it. They know stranger danger and stuff like that. But Jackson and Evelyn and Yasmin will say hello to you. If you're on the other side of a fence, if you're in our vicinity, they will say hello to you. And I don't want anything stupid coming of that just because I have friendly kids. And even with her, she's a pretty girl. I don't want none of those meth heads trying to do or say anything that'll get me fired up because I'm a very passionate person and I will defend somebody to the death. And that is no joke. I've been in too many situations where I put my neck on the line because of how passionate I felt in the situation. So I know better than to try and be in anywhere near that. So look, I'm shaking talking about it because I know if anything were to happen, I would spend more time in prison. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth it for me or my family. I don't want to put anybody through that. So in all honesty, the reason we've stayed away, the reason I've kept it out of our videos, I've kept it out of our lives is because I don't want any of that unwanted attention coming our way. And there's always people, there's always trolls, there's always people that make that leap. So for the time being, well, everything
it's going on again, so hang on.
The dust is going over there with what's going on with all the court cases that they're going through with all the crazy neighbors.
And that's another thing is they have court back to back to back to back. They don't have time to sit around and enjoy family time. And I don't want to take the kids there and,
they're busy.
Yeah,
they're
they are
busy.
So busy with everything that's going on and with like all the stalking situations. And it's not safe at all. It's just not safe. It would not be a great experience. It wouldn't be fun for y'all.
I'd be on edge the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm a very security-minded person, and I would be on edge the whole time. I probably wouldn't even let the kids go outside for the most part, or we'd try to get out of the area as much as possible. Like, what's the point of visiting if you're not really going to visit?
Right, yeah. And so,
inside.
And they have even said that too.
Yeah.
That it's not safe. They're extremely busy. It is a stressful situation that they're in. It's very scary.
Yeah.
And, we've been in communication with them, and it's just not a good time. It's just not.
So there you have it, folks. That is the ultimate reason why we haven't addressed it. I just don't want that blowback coming over here. I don't want any issues with anybody, especially when it comes to my small children. They don't have much to worry about as far as family-wise, and I don't want to give them more reasons to worry. So
that's right. That's very true.
Yeah, they just have to worry about themselves and their animals and their property. I don't want to put ourselves where they have to worry about us as well, because you guys know my kids. They're very well-behaved kids, but they do like to explore. They have their mother and father's exploration at heart.
That's very true.
It would be an absolute horrific experience, quite honestly.
Yeah, I don't think it would.
Especially putting them through that. I don't want the trauma of them having to go through any of that stuff.
The campground, I know, George has mentioned, we could go there. We could, it's a great campground. And I agree. I mean, we've looked at photos and we were going to plan to go there.
Even being that close, you never know. Somebody could get in who doesn't
And that was
belong
before. There. That was before. That was like right whenever we started. And the situation has just blown up.
But like I said, this has been something for a few years that I've known that I wasn't going to visit them with my family anytime soon. Camp Hales was the last time. Like, Jeremy knows that. I told him, this is probably going to be one of the last times we see each other in this area.
For a while, yeah.
So
And I keep getting comments of, have them visit here. They're busy. They have no time to do anything or go anywhere to see anybody. They have court. They have,
I can't believe how many
they have their own
court dates
business.
they have. It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
It's just not safe. We love them very much. And I know that they will get through it. They're both strong, and very well-minded, but it's just not safe for
It does.
us
It breaks my
as a
heart that we
family.
can't see them for this reason, but this is not the end of days. We will see them eventually down the line. We're going to have a great time when we do.
Yeah.
And hopefully
It'll be past,
get the heck out of there and do something fun with us, because he's got an RV, and that was the whole reason. Maybe he was one of the reasons why we got into the RV lifestyle, because I saw
that might have been it.
Yeah.
And maybe you
being in his
mentioned
RV. Yeah, it was probably like Inception. That's probably literally what happened. It was probably some type of Inception where being around him in his RV, I was like, we could do this. We could live in this life.
Yeah, and then I probably, I really think that that's it. And then I started digging deep into it, and I'm like, there are so many large families that literally do this, that love it. That literally is probably it.
Yeah.
So that honestly is the reason. We were beating around the bush, but we wanted our channel to be positive.
The reason, I'm going to explain why we beat around the bush. I don't want to sound rude, but we don't know you. So if we talk about it too much, somebody on here, like I was saying, trolls jump over all the time. We don't know you. If we give you too much information, it's a safety hazard. And I keep telling you guys, I'm security driven, security minded. I promise you, I'm very security minded. So that's quite honestly the real reason. I don't even think I've had people reach out to me personally, which is fine by me. But if I know you, maybe I would have talked to you about it. But the truth is, we are technically strangers in stranger danger.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah. I know a lot of you have our best interest in mind, but I have to think about us as actual physical beings. Hopes and prayers only get you so much. The Lord does want you to act. So this is my version of acting, is to protect my family from that by keeping us away from that.
It's very true.
Yeah. And now that it's out of the bag, hopefully it doesn't bring us any blowback, but I'm sure we'll be out of here real quick.
Yeah. And we love you guys all so much.
Very much so. I mention it all the time, how much you guys mean to us as a community.
I don't know.
What else? Yeah, see, I knew you guys would understand. I guess we probably could have brought this up sooner, but it didn't seem right.
It's a sensitive subject,
and
just
personal.
In general.
It very much
and
so
with
is very
it,
personal.
with them literally being blood family,
it's
even
sister.
more sensitive.
You guys have seen us together. Me and my sister, as far as all of our other siblings go, me and her probably have the best relationship out of anybody in the family.
So, and with that being said, you can only imagine,
And it's so cute because I say this all the time to her. The way Evelyn and Barron are, it's literally reminds me, there's so many memories I have of me and my sister George as young kids growing up together.
Like baby age.
Yeah. Yeah, she was about 8 when I was born, and she changed my diaper. She fed me. She played with me all the time. She was very gentle, very kind, and she was the only one that was like that. My other siblings were very rough. They weren't very nice. So me and her definitely had a good bond growing up. And I'd hate to see anything happen to her, and I know she'd hate to see anything happen to me or my kids.
But no, we are not mad. They are not mad. They just have...
Yeah, they're very busy.
So much going on. And it's just crazy. And it's just not
And this
safe.
Lifestyle is busy for us as well. It's not like we're you guys know.
She has met the baby.
Yeah,
I promise you. She has met the baby. A couple of months ago, maybe. But yeah, she has.
When he was born, we went up and visited my parents, and she was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know she'd love to see him again. She loved always holding Yasmin and playing with Yasmin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's a great aunt.
Oh, yeah. Your hearts are more than likely breaking because your close family's going to... Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But
I know
we are very positive, and that's what this channel is all about, and that's what we want to bring to you guys. I am very far from drama. I do not like it. I will not involve myself in it unless I'm on the chopping block or something's happening to my kids. So we want to bring you smiles and laughs versus this
is my attempt or our attempt to help you ease the stress of what happens
in your day-to-day life
and in all the rest of the world, because I've said it before, social media, the biggest flaw is that it has brought all the world's problems to the palm of your hand.
Literally.
You literally see nothing but negativity, because that's what sells. If it bleeds, it leads. And that's literally all people, they want to post drama, they want to post wars and stuff like that. They want to post politics. And I know everybody gets so exhausted with all of that stuff. This is my attempt to get away from that and try to make you guys laugh, smile. That's why I say, if I made you laugh, I made you smile, please share it, because there's so many other people who could use a laugh and a smile right now, because there's just so much going on and so many people. It's so funny. So my mom is super duper religious, like super duper far religious. And she's always talked about, ever since I was little, she's always talked about how we're in the end times. And now as I'm getting older, I'm like, oh man, she might not be too far off. Like so much stuff. And that's one of the major reasons why I'm now starting to feel it, because all the world's problems are in the palm of my hand. So, let's try to get away from that thinking and try to put the phone down, stop looking at Facebook, stop scrolling through.
Just watch
us,
watch the crazy kids, and have a great time. That's literally just what we're all about, and what we want to share.
There is still good in this beautiful world, because it is really a beautiful world.
It is. It is absolutely beautiful. And we as a family cannot wait to show you how amazing the United States truly is, and how
parts
beautiful
of Canada
that
and
this
Mexico
place is. Maybe.
As far as we could take this bad boy, if we could drive there, I want to go there.
Okay.
I mean, we have to go through Canada to get to Alaska, and there's no way I'm skipping Canada. Canada, in my mind, from everything that I've seen on, National Geographic and all other kinds of videos and stuff like that, and just from talking to people from Canada, it's a beautiful place. I know I absolutely fall in love with it, and so will you guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As long as we are not
Mexico
there
scares me
when it's cold, I do not care where we go. I do not want to have to put a coat on anymore. I don't want to have to wear my Uggs anymore. I don't want to have to wear socks. I hate socks. I don't want to have to wear them. I love
socks.
I do not want to have to wear them ever again. Jeans, I can work with. A sweatshirt, I can work with it. A long sleeve shirt, I can work with it. But I am more comfortable no socks and a t-shirt.
Yeah, I know. And no pants. You forgot to mention that part. Yeah, no pants whatsoever. Yeah.
No. Okay, the reason why I didn't mention pants is because...
Yeah? Because you want to fill up both of our vehicles. Hands down.
No, because I can wear jeans and shorts and whatever. Like, the bottoms don't matter. Is what I'm like. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, bottoms don't matter. But as Queen once said, girls make the world go round, so.
I actually, Kathy, which is super funny, I actually do not like dresses. I just, my body is shaped so strange. I mean,
it's not strange. It's absolutely beautiful.
But I do not like the way that dresses flow. I am very petite. My waist is very thin.
They don't really
my
dresses.
Legs are very large. So.
They don't really make dresses for short. She's only 4'10". Don't let her fool you. She'll say 11, but I promise you she's 4'10". I measured her multiple times.
Look at my driver's license.
It doesn't matter. My driver's license says I'm all kinds of things that I'm not.
Oh.
It says I have black hair and black eyes.
Oh. Black eyes? That's not what it says.
No, I have very dark brown hair. I know it's hard. It's like a really hard mahogany.
Yeah, it's really dark brown. It's not black.
It's not.
I promise you. Yes, I know it's not black.
But yeah, dresses.
You
just
need
don't.
some moo-moos.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what?
What are those?
Well, hope I'm not calling anybody, but I've only ever seen larger women wear moo-moos.
What are they?
They're like nightgowns, in my opinion.
Oh.
So when I lived in Hawaii, all of the Samoan women who are larger, for the most part, wore moo-moos. They sold them at Walmart.
Is it like a buttoned up, like throw-on gown?
In my opinion, it's a nightgown.
Okay. I'll have to look them up. I don't know.
Just like yoga pants aren't just for yoga. You can wear them wherever, because they fit.
Yeah.
They don't look bad. I like moo-moos.
She said my license says that I'm significantly less in weight than I am. Let me just tell you, mine too.
Yeah, so
mine
is mine.
too.
So does mine, I promise you. But that's because I've packed on the pounds over the last few years.
I keep packing them on, and you want to fill up those vehicles over there. I'm gonna be. You're gonna be having
We'll
to
be
wheel.
all right.
You gonna wheel me around everywhere we go.
We'll be all right. We have a Wonder
Good
wagon.
night, Barb.
Wonderfold wagon.
One
we can always get a
piece
second one.
flowy dresses, basically. So like,
Yeah.
the
that's
only
a wonderful
the only
description.
dresses that I feel that fit me and they still don't look amazing are the ones that are like that like scrunchy stuff. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, ladies.
Everybody.
It's it's like I don't know. Anyways, and then they like flow out. I was trying on some skirts for this next destination, and he was not feeling it today. I was trying to like pull off that look, you know what I'm saying?
You look amazing with or without clothes. It's just
Okay, but I have to wear clothes outside.
not everywhere.
Our moo-moos are too noisy.
That's funny. There's a lot of cow here. In Florida, not here physically. Please don't twist my words. There's 0 cow. Well, I mean,
I am literally a walking cow
yes,
to that human over there. Okay, so anyways, I hope and pray, Kathy, that I do not shrink, because I will then probably be a legal midget.
You will. Everybody does.
But yeah.
Gravity is one heck of a force.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try and stand as tall as I can. Oh my gosh, Janet, thank you so much for staying up and watching us crazy
I love
risks.
that makes me like so happy that people sacrifice their sleep for us. That means so much.
It's spelled moo moo. Okay.
Yeah, M-U-M-U. Yeah.
M-U-U.
Yeah.
So there was like a fur brand or something that was called that. Moo Moos. I'm going to have to Google them.
You're not thinking about Furbies?
Those are toys.
Sure. Sherbies.
Did you have a Furby?
I had the McDonald's ones. We couldn't afford the real ones.
So
I had the McDonald's Happy Meal Furby.
That's super funny that you actually bring that up. Oh my gosh, buckle up. That's so funny.
No way. She's probably lying too. She's probably 4'10" as well. So I actually met an elderly lady recently who told me she used to be 5'6", but now she's only 5'1" because of her discs compressing. So gravity is one heck of a force.
Yeah.
That's a 5 inches. That's a lot, but I can see it happen. You got pretty good space.
Christine, I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, to be honest.
I never do either. But I'm glad you guys like to join me for the ride.
Rose, look, me and Rose lady are the same height.
Little ladies, and the name Rose. Oh, that's my mom's.
He literally wishes I was shorter, to be honest. Don't you?
Yes, I've often thought about just picking you up like a child and whisking you off into the sunset.
Just quit.
There's actually a Facebook reel that I saw of I think she's 4'11" and her boyfriend's 6'9", and to me that just looks like a lot of fun. He like picks her up and puts her on top of the refrigerator and stuff like that. Yeah, to me that's the type of playful I like. No way.
But like my skin is so sensitive.
What does that mean? You'd have less of it.
Like I literally hate when you try to pick me up.
Oh well, yeah.
I don't know why. Like.
Yeah, she bruises really easy. You guys would know if I was not nice to her. But you can see this pretty face stays pretty. And she doesn't wear any makeup, folks.
Oh, yeah. None.
Gross. I just saw nothing.
What'd you see? You see nothing on there.
I saw skin flakes. You dry.
Can you say that again?
You dry.
You're so cute. Disc disease.
Yeah, my mom is short too. She's only 5 foot.
Thank you so much, Christine.
And my dad, because of the accidents that he had, he's actually lost some height. And I'm the tallest in my family by far. I don't know where. I think it comes from my mom's dad. But my brothers are all like 5'6", 5'8". My dad was 5'8". My sisters were both under 5'5". My mom is under 5 foot, and I'm almost 6 foot. I'm like right on the brink. See, she says she's 4'11". To get a little bit higher, I say I'm almost 6 foot because I'm like right there. I've actually gotten taller too. A lot of people have noticed, which is super weird. I think maybe it's the bulging in my disc. Maybe it stretched me out. That's why. That has to be why. All of these herniations have just...
All these herniations should be shrinking you, right?
No, that would be degenerative disc. Somebody mentioned that. They've lost over an inch because your discs get compressed and squished. Mine are the opposite. They're getting inflamed. Inflamed. Yeah, so there we go. So maybe I am 6 foot now. Maybe I should try out for the NBA.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, when I was like 14 and I was probably like around 5'7", I could dunk. I've got ups. I can't do that anymore. Last time I tried to jump and dunk, I ended up hurting myself really badly. Like that.
Christine,
that
I have. I used to go to the chiropractor literally like 3 times a week, especially when I was pregnant with Baron. I think I went
going to the chiropractor.
Yeah. So that's so doctor's appointments and like dentist appointments and like all that stuff and like the chiropractor I literally missed. That's like the only downfall.
I'm really surprised nobody's asked about that.
Yeah.
Like, what do we do about that stuff? Honestly,
we're gonna go back home.
Yeah, we're gonna have to eventually go back home. So
probably in like a month or so, I think. Whenever.
You want to race up to Ohio that fast?
Well, we're gonna have to probably just fly. I'm definitely not taking this hunker back home.
Well, we don't have to. You can leave it here with me or somewhere with me. Yeah, we all really should go see our doctors, but that's not something we're super duper concerned with. Which I know that probably makes us sound like terrible parents, but
no,
they literally haven't gotten sick. None of us have gotten sick since we started this lifestyle. I used to get sick all the time. I feel like being in Ohio.
No, they're all up to date on everything. They go to all their checkups. Baron will need something at 9 months. So
okay, so 3 months. That's a good time to start. Yeah. Now's a good time to start planning for those because most doctors.
We're probably gonna fly there. Probably just
take the Kia.
Oh yeah. We can just drive there.
Yeah, but I mean, for all of us to fly, it's probably more expensive than for all of us to just drive. If you were just flying with yourself, it would be cheaper to fly. But since all of us have to go, it's probably going to be cheaper on gas and for us to just take the Kia. So.
She said the sun keeps you healthy.
That's 100% true. There's no lie in that statement, and I'm testament to that because this time of year is terrible for me, especially because there's no sun.
Uh-oh.
I've always noticed. So many things keep popping up. I can't read these comments.
Before back surgery, he was 6'2", and now he's only 6 foot.
Yeah.
I know. He's supposed to have back surgery. You are.
No, I actually was
scheduled.
I had back surgery scheduled for March of 2020, and this was scheduled back in 2019. And then the world shut down, and all elective surgeries got canceled or postponed. And I was one of those surgeries that got canceled, and I just never rescheduled for it. And I feel like I've been doing okay. It does hurt so much. Like I can't just randomly pick up the kids or play with them like I used to. But be careful.
Yes, but you're still wild with him, man.
Oh yeah, I can't not be. It's what I wanted as a
vertically
kid.
Challenged, absolutely. That's me.
If you want, we can get your knees did. I just saw a video about 3 different guys who got their knees extended, yeah, and the process looks so grueling, but they were very happy with the results. Like they each gained like 4 inches. Yeah, I don't want you to be taller. I like when we hug, my chin rests perfectly on the top of her head. And it's nice because this thing is so freaking huge. It's nice to relax it every once in a while. Yes, I get to just rest. Yeah. Oh, see? Cynthia's saying you need sunscreen. Do we? Not even you've put on sunscreen and you haven't burned. You've got a nice little tan going.
The only sunscreen that I use is a moisturizing sunscreen on my face.
I know for like cancer purposes, it's probably a good idea. But as far as burning, I think the Florida sun in the wintertime it's literally
way
peak.
Different.
It's so it's perfect.
I know.
Like our kids have such a beautiful glow.
They do. And like literally every time we go to the pool, oh my God, your kids are so beautiful. Their skin is so beautiful.
I love it.
And Yazzy's blonde hair and her skin, oh my gosh.
There we go. We're going to have another one.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
We're filling up that car.
Oh. I love it though. This really has been such a fun experience. And I keep telling her, like, the longer we're here, the more I dread leaving. But I know it's not going to be this perfect all the time. It does get really hot here. It does get muggy. The bugs come out to play. Of course, there's going to be more scary
But we really haven't even
wildlife.
had, like...
Because it's winter time.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The longer we stay here, the more those things are going to reappear. And then we're not going to enjoy it so much.
Oh,
especially
wow, Cynthia
you.
Got skin cancer
Oh,
from the
no.
sun. I have definitely heard that it's a really potent, but
yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. It's definitely better to take precautions. And people like me who never knew they needed sunscreen because the sun literally never bothered me in Ohio. It was very rare. If I got sunburn, it was like on the very tops of my shoulders or like the bridge of my nose where there's very little skin and it's like right there, right against the bone. But yeah, that's definitely something we always have to keep in mind, is that as much as the sun gives us life, it can also take it away. So we do need to protect ourselves against it, especially our kids. Yeah, we don't want them to go through that.
Rose, so we probably are going to go more north here in a couple of months. I think our journey for this year has changed significantly because we were going to go out west, but it just doesn't sound...
It's not feasible
for
us
this year. It doesn't make sense.
I would
with
love
the
to.
Two vehicles.
Absolutely love to. But we have plans that we want to 100% meet. And going out west and then coming back east.
It just doesn't make any sense.
That's what RV families do, but I don't know. I think we passed up a lot of everything coming down here. We passed up a
lot of great opportunities in some states that we would love to go visit. So we're definitely going to go visit probably like the East Coast this year, and then we'll do the West Coast, I think, probably next year.
Yeah, Mark is saying come visit New England. The northeastern part of America, I should probably do this so you guys can see. I've never been to and always have wanted to. I've never been to Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, none of those beautiful, absolute beautiful states that are up there. And I'd love to hit those fall time for obvious reasons. That's where all the beautiful maple leaves are. And, that's real close to Canada. Might be no reason not to go there. Yeah, you get to see all those beautiful leaf changes, all the different colors that you wouldn't normally see. Ohio is really close to all that. We do have tons of beautiful forests that do change wonderful colors in the fall time. But I think that would be great for us to head up there and then come back down.
Or head up there and cut across.
There's no cutting across.
Why?
There's just no cutting across there. You'd have to come back down before you head across.
Well, yeah, but only like a couple of states. We don't gotta we don't have to go all the way to Florida.
So I shouldn't have corrected you like that. The reason why you wouldn't want to do that is because if we go up there for fall time, by the time we start cutting across, it's gonna be winter time. Yeah, and those states like North Dakota and Montana and all of those in the winter time is a no-go for me. Yeah, Michigan, all of that, no go. I'd love to be there in the fall time for sure.
Yeah.
Summer and fall time, but no, not winter time. Especially, I don't want to winterize. I don't want to have to deal with that.
It's so much.
Yeah, it's a lot. And having to constantly worry about what's going to freeze next or what's going to break next, I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that again. That's why we left Ohio.
And like I told you, I don't want to wear a coat. I don't want to do it. We have them just in case, but I don't want to have to dig them out.
No, I absolutely love wearing a hoodie on a slightly chilly night, but I don't want to rely on having it for heat. What?
Have you guys used your outside grill on your RV?
Yeah. I used it as a placeholder for my tube electric burner the other day. We actually made dinner for an elderly couple that we met. It was wonderful.
So, realistically, no, we have not used it.
A brand new burner that they got us. No, I have not used it yet. But I did use the outside kitchen to cook in.
Is because it's propane.
Yeah, we still have not turned the propane on since November.
I don't like the smell of it. It is so potent.
But that's the thing. You're not supposed to smell it. The reason we smell is because there's an issue with our propane. And I don't want to pay anybody to fix it because people fixing stuff on RVs is very expensive in my opinion. It's
wild.
And we already lost money doing that because the guy that we did pay over $200 to fix it, all he did was change out one pipe that I could have changed out because I've done lots of similar work and he couldn't find a leak or anything like that. But the second I turned it back on, like I was out there with them. There was two guys, the main technician, which I'm not talking bad about. He's a great guy. He told us if you ever have any questions or anything, don't feel nervous to call. You don't hesitate or anything like that. But I was standing out there with them and I was like, you guys don't smell it? And they were like, nope, I don't smell it. And they were sticking their noses in it. So I was like, I can smell it and I'm standing far back. So I don't know. So we lost $200 technically doing that. So I don't want to pay anybody else to fix anything like that. And I've already done more work on this RV than I ever dreamed I would have. Like doing things I never thought of. I took the entire bottom. She doesn't even know. Or do you know?
What?
I took the entire bottom casing off and I looked at all the tanks and all that stuff.
I didn't know.
Yeah, you were mad at me.
I don't do any of that stuff.
She was mad at me that day, so we didn't talk. So I was outside just fiddling.
Why? Because you probably didn't make my coffee or something.
No, why were you mad at me? Probably because you wanted to go somewhere and I said we don't have the money for it or something like that. Yeah.
Probably something so stupid.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We're obviously not mad at each other now.
I'm ready to go to bed. Are you?
See, that's
Good
nice.
night.
All the weight just taken off. Yeah, we can.
If you would
I gotta
sleep.
Work.
You gotta work?
If I don't work tonight, they're not going to have a video tomorrow. Well, we fell behind, believe it or not. I was doing so good.
He was so on top of it, but we have been, so like the last like 2 or 3 days, we've really been just enjoying the time together in the places that we've gone.
Yeah. That's the other reason, like sitting at home in Ohio, we rarely did stuff. It was like,
we did stuff. You guys saw,
we did a lot of stuff. That's for sure.
It was not.
It wasn't every day.
No.
This is definitely, we're doing stuff
because we couldn't. The kids were in school all day.
Yeah, it was hard to plan for big trips, and like we didn't want to just go down the street to the local park. We've done that.
Millions.
Yeah.
And millions.
So it wasn't something I wanted to film every time we did that. There was no way I could have. I'm not that creative.
I just spit everywhere because you are that creative, but that's beyond the point.
Yeah. So somebody mentioned getting it back running. We could always. Oh, thank you so much, Francis. $5.
My gosh, thank you so much.
No, I have to work. I have to work for you guys. You guys can have some enjoyment.
Oh, what? So like I keep like watching the comments, but like that high current comment thing is like throwing me off.
Oh, I can move the. Oh. Well, it's the email. That's what it is. The email that's on screen, letting everybody know where they can send us personalized messages and stuff like that. But yeah, now that we're in this RV, and like we were saying, like if the kids don't get out of the RV, it drives us nuts. They're rambunctious little kids. They're all over the place. They're doing a lot more. They're growing up fast. That's literally the best way to put it. They're growing up so fast, and they don't want to be sitting still, doing their schoolwork. They get it done, and then we go do something fun. So that's pretty much the rhyme that goes around. Get your work done. We'll go do something fun.
Yeah.
And they'll learn while we're out and about too. And it was so cool. I was really hoping to find shark teeth today because the water was so clear by the river. But I ended up spotting an alligator like that. Found that big blue heron. If you guys watched the short that I put out today, it's on there. Found so many cool creatures just so quick. And Jackson caught a lizard. That was one of his first lizards that he's ever caught on his own. And
Did you post it though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Then when I was done with it, I posted. Like he was so proud of himself. And I wish I would have filmed that experience because he was so proud of himself that he caught this little tiny lizard, which wasn't even really running from him. It was so weird. Like he would go to grab it and he'd do it so gently because he doesn't want to hurt it. And it would like just scamper. Like normally these little lizards, which I found out today, I think they're called scrub lizards. They're not skinks. Somebody told me they were skinks, so I just ran with it. Normally, if you look at them, they jet.
They jet.
Yeah, this one was like playing with him. And he was so gentle and he finally got it. And then it grabbed his finger. And I was like, okay, be careful, buddy. It's going to bite you. And it bit him. And he was like, oh, it doesn't even hurt. And for Jackson to say something like that is like such a huge thing because not that he's like sensitive, but he gets hurt easily. Like his first reaction.
He gets offended easily. And
his first reaction is ow whenever anything happens.
He's our exaggerated kid for sure.
It made him laugh. And he's like, hey, it doesn't even hurt. And so it was like such a special moment. He was so proud of himself, and I was so proud of him. And the girls were. And I missed it. I know, but you were at home taking care of business.
I was taking care of. Baron
it was her
on
relaxation
some
time,
sort of.
She was still working and taking care of the house.
Yeah, I was doing some training for TA, for my travel agent stuff. But Baron also is on this weird sleep regression. Like none of them have ever done it. And so it's just the wildest thing to me that he's like literally not taking naps throughout the day. He's literally like having FOMO. And it's 100%. Driving us nuts.
100%.
And so like any opportunity that he sleeps, I literally just let him sleep. I don't care how long it is. Yeah, he did.
Well, probably because the kids weren't bothering.
Like in my lap.
Because literally,
so like I didn't even move. I didn't move my laptop.
Evelyn's always around him. She's always
Ooh.
trying to hold him. She's always trying to play with him. Jackson will usually be laying next to him. Yasmin's now getting in the habit of getting in his face and playing with him and stuff like that. So
good night, Christine.
His sleeping habits have definitely shrunk a lot, and it's 100% FOMO. Like when they're not messing with him, he's like wondering where are they. Like there's no doubt in my mind he's wondering where they are.
Yeah, it's in. So like. I was nursing him whenever they all wanted to go. And so
we'll probably hop off
I just kind of like let him go to sleep. And I was like, just go without me. I had to do my training and work anyway. So
yeah. And you just brought him back from the park. So I was like,
yeah, I took him to the park for like a whole 3 seconds. They were like, I'm so hot. And then you take him to the river.
We didn't even talk about, And she cried. So Evelyn was crying because they left the park. And she cried 90% of the way to the river. And the only reason she stopped is because I held her. I finally picked her up and held her, and she put her head into my shoulder, and she squeezed me tight. And I told her I loved her. And
she just needs that extra little bit of attention.
And there was an elderly lady that's actually parked in the area, which we thought was off limits, but there's people parked there now. And she saw us going down, so on the way back, she made a mention of that. She said that was one of the sweetest things she's seen. So she ended up bringing them sticks. Like, how weird. She was so cute. She said she had 2 sticks with a bunch of branches, and she said, hey, would any of you little kids like one of these sticks? And of course, Jackson and Evelyn went running.
Yeah, they love sticks.
Yeah, so I got to talk to her. She was very sweet. Her name is Barbie Doll. She's a very sweet lady. 90 years old, and she's RVing by herself. Absolutely wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, so this lifestyle can be for you if you want it to. So the only thing stopping you is yourself, really, and finances, of course, for some people.
Yeah.
You know, if you make that conscious decision to save up for this lifestyle, it's very possible.
Carol, so we have a new live, I guess, schedule. So we're going to start going live. We have already started going live every Monday at 8:30.
I think we're going to keep Mondays.
Yes, I think we are going to keep Mondays. I know it does not necessarily work the best for everyone. Oh my God, it's almost been 2 hours. What are we doing?
Okay. We could fill 9 more minutes and make it even 2 hours. We're having a great conversation with wonderful friends.
Yeah, what was I even saying? But that hopefully will continue. I really enjoy the lives. Except
once
tonight, I don't know why I'm so
tired. No, you did a great job. You were tired at the beginning. Now you're definitely not tired. But that's the thing.
No,
your phone just died, didn't it?
Oh yeah, that's okay.
But that's the thing.
Filming on my phone. You just scared me.
Both of us dread doing the lives. Don't don't let us fool you. This is very nerve-wracking because we're always like, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to...
Yeah.
And that's not even the thing.
Throughout
the entire week... No, we don't. We suck at executing because throughout the entire week, we're always like, oh, hey, let's talk about this on the live. Hey, let's do this on the live. Hey, let's do this on the live. And then it comes to the live and we're just like, what do you want to talk about? I don't know what to talk about. So, I mean, I've had tons of ideas of things to do. She's had tons of ideas, but we just never get to writing them down, which is our biggest flaw for the most part. But I was going to do like... some of the nasty comments that people leave, I was going to share them with you guys, but obviously we didn't get to that. But I think that would be a fun segment. I've seen a lot of other...
We had a lot of questions, and...
The problem is YouTube filters so many comments that we don't even see 90% of like the really bad stuff. So I get to see some of the ones that are like questionable, but like I don't get to see the really bad ones, which is kind of annoying. I want to know what the really bad ones are.
And also, while he's talking about that, let me address it. If you write us a comment and you don't see it, like I know for me, like if I post something on somebody's thing, I want to see my comment.
Let me interrupt you for 2 seconds to explain why. Or are you going to explain why it happens? Okay, but I'm going to explain the real reason why it happens because there's more to it than you know.
Okay, then go ahead.
YouTube, with the way the world is going nowadays, YouTube is flagging a lot of stuff.
A lot of weird stuff. That
like the word God. You can't even say the word God in a lot of people's chats. YouTube flags it. There's a lot of stuff like that. You can't say blood. Stuff like that, like it gets flagged. Like I'm not even sure I'm supposed to be saying these on live. I've seen so many people like, you can't say this word in this thing anymore. So a lot of that stuff gets flagged. So if your comment just has anything, even if you're not even thinking about it, but YouTube is thinking about it. So a lot of comments will get removed like that.
So what I'm saying, so yes, they do get flagged because of YouTube. So it has absolutely nothing to do with us. But then they go into like this weird folder that we don't check every day. But whenever we do check, then we'll check it, and there'll be like
And
300. No exaggeration.
yeah, they're only there for so long as well.
Yes,
yeah.
for like 60 days,
Yeah, YouTube
30 days or something.
Yeah, it's short.
And then they remove it. So like if we don't get to it and approve it, essentially, because we have to approve it for it to be posted, it'll just disappear. So if you posted a comment that had nothing negative to say and you don't see it, that's why. We're not ignoring it. We're not blocking you.
Not.
I'm truly sorry. But just maybe keep like watching the live or something, or whatever video that you commented on.
A segment eventually where we talk about comments that got held. We can do it right now. Let's find a comment that got held that shouldn't have been held.
6 minutes.
We don't have 6 minutes. We have an infinite amount of time as long as we want to do this.
That's very true.
We're not on anybody's schedule.
That's true. Okay, so while you're looking it up, I saw a couple of questions.
I'm going to show you guys.
Oops.
Oh, maybe you guys can't see it. It literally says happy birthday. Do you see that? It says happy birthday with a bunch of emojis. Why did that get held?
I don't know.
So like they do weird stuff.
Okay, and I saw a couple other things, but like, how do I scroll on this?
Oh, the word school. Believe it or not, that one gets flagged.
What did I just do? Come on.
You clicked on our starred.
Okay.
You want to go back to the live?
Yes.
Like, what are you trying to do? You're trying to remove that?
No. I was trying to like read some of the stuff above. Like there were questions.
Maria, you're very observant. Yes, my headaches are normally on my my left-hand side, and they always are on my temple. So you'll see me press right here a lot, trying to massage it out. But yeah, I don't know if I'd never heard that term before, but I'm surprised that comment didn't get flagged because you put a religious group in there, and that's one that a lot of people target. So how weird. And I have Anasazi Jew, I think that's what it's called, in my ancestry. So the scrub lizard bit off more than he could chew. That comment got held.
Like what?
Yeah. Why? That was a fantastic video of a wildlife on the beach, especially the dolphins. That video got held, or that comment got held. Happy anniversary.
And the reason why that one,
the ocean.
The reason why that one probably got held is literally it has praying hands.
Well, that's the technical, but it also has the book. It has the kneeling.
Yeah.
It has a lot of emojis, but
we don't really know why. I don't know any logic behind it. If you do, great, emojis. Tell me.
Not that I know what would be a bad emoji.
Oh, it says normally if there are more than 3 emojis, they flag it.
Oh, okay.
That's nice information to know.
A lot of you know more than we do. That's awesome. Let's see. There was one that YouTube should have probably removed it before we saw it. It was so weird. It was in one of the shorts that I made where I asked the girls if they want to do tug of war with me, and Evelyn gives a really cool response, and that's literally the end of the short. It's just that short. Somebody called us pricks.
They were nasty.
Yeah, and they called us the G word, G-A-Y. So
yeah,
G-A-Y pricks. I don't know. I don't know.
We were literally cracking up.
Kids. Yeah,
he was cracking up, and I was like, "What the heck is wrong with you?" And he was like, "Come over here, read this comment."
Yeah, I don't know. George, I love your kids. Oh, could I have them? I don't know. That's not a horrible comment to me, but YouTube must have picked up that can be seen as inappropriate. Yeah, which that's not to me. That's not. I understand they're beautiful kids, and I know you're not serious.
She even put "just kidding."
Yeah.
He or I don't know who it was.
That one's so weird. So the video that I made about the internet that we just got, somebody said there's another internet that's very similar and it's better. That's literally all the comment says. I'm not going to name them because I'm technically supporting that other company, but that's literally all it says. There's nothing bad about it. If you do put a time in there, I know it will flag as well. There's a lot of weird things because it has to do with the Child Safety Act that YouTube did a few years ago. If you put a specific time,
like a timestamp,
it automatically gets flagged because, unfortunately, in this disgusting minds of some people, it was used to help other people find certain underage attraction type stuff. So YouTube decided, as just a general rule, they were going to flag any type of times, Yeti, ice chest, and keep it full of ice. Pretty simple. That got flagged.
What?
So, yeah, I don't know. It's so weird.
It's very strange.
And I wish.
Thank you so much, Tina, for the anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Oh, I can search for keywords. That's cool.
When there's more than 3 emojis. Oh, yeah. Spam in the chat. Yeah, that's nice. How do you support yourselves while on the road?
YouTube.
So content creating just in general. I'm also now a travel agent. So if you are looking to schedule your next vacation, just let me know and let me book it for you. It is no cost to you for me to book your entire vacation.
Yeah, literally, all you have to do is, like, she would be your keyword search. Like, if you want to go to Cancun, you would tell her, hey, I want to go to Cancun from this time to this time, and she'll literally plan an entire vacation for you that you can either choose to go with or not go with, and it's no charge to you until you pay for it, of course. But then
you're only paying literally for what you would be paying if you book
her services. You're paying the travel fee, like when you would book an airline and a hotel and a rental car. She does the exact same thing for you for no extra additional charge. She gets a commission off that. That's how she gets paid for it.
And so how it works is the commission that I get if somebody, so like if you go online and book your own Disney vacation, that commission goes back to Disney.
Yeah.
Because no one helped book that vacation. Now, if I were to book that Disney vacation, that
can
commission
be very stressful.
Yeah, Disney is
planning a vacation like that can be very stressful, and that you take that stress away.
Yeah, that's why travel agents became a huge business.
And because you'll have insider knowledge, like
that's true.
A normal person looking to book a vacation might not know that there's a secret deal, which she'll get because she knows about them and stuff like that, or she'll know like a really nice spot,
or like a lower price for maybe like 3 weeks instead, like 3 weeks out or 3 weeks before instead of like the exact time that you want. Now, if you want the time, great, whatever. But that's what I would do. I would deep dive into different packages and different pricing and things for you. And I'd make nothing off of you outside of the commission that the booking already gets. Instead of it going back to the company, it goes to me.
Here's a really good way to put it. If you use a Priceline, right? If you use Enterprise, any of those other companies that are considered third-party companies, you're already paying that for them to get paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which if you go through her, that's pretty much the same thing.
Even through those, I think they charge a fee to do it.
I think they get a commission. Fee. Well, I don't know. Maybe. See, I don't even know that stuff. See, and as a common person, you don't know that.
Yeah, it's probably hidden.
Yeah, so you're not going directly through, let's say, the hotel. You're going through a third party that's booking the hotel for you. And it might seem like it's cheaper, but it's because they got a good rate and they get a commission for bringing somebody to that hotel that normally wouldn't have gotten filled. They filled that room, so they get a commission. So that's how it would work on her end. You're not paying her any money. You're paying the reduced cost that she would get as a travel agent, and she gets a cut of that commission.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like going to a dealership and buying a car from a salesman as opposed to doing it yourself, personally.
So Gina, okay, Chris, I'm not sure what that means.
Hey, George,
can you keep an eye on?
Yes, of course.
Of course, but I mean, we've already addressed it earlier in the live, but there's not a whole lot that we can even do.
They're grown-ups and they take care of themselves. They've got it handled. They know we've got a lot on our plate, so they've got it too. And of course, we're always praying for them.
Of course, absolutely.
There's no stopping that.
When are you coming to California? So that was our plan.
Well, no, that can be next year.
But I don't think it is again.
The West Coast is definitely somewhere I want to be. So Thousand Trails, the company that we're with, they have spots all over from Oregon, Washington, all the way in California. There's literally hundreds of places we can stay, and we definitely want to go and take advantage of that. What are you doing? Oh,
somebody asked.
Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, she's putting her email that you guys can use to contact her. Was that you? Did you kick something? Like a footstep. Oh, yeah. These shades, I absolutely hate them. I hate them. I hate the noise they make. Hopefully we're going to be replacing them soon. But the kids have them on their little windows in their beds, and they must have Jimmy feet because they're constantly kicking them. It's hilarious.
There you go. All right, so you can shoot me an email for all things travel. I also have a Facebook page and an Instagram page.
Yes.
That I will become more active, the more familiar with all of the different bookings and things that I'm able to do now. So,
is it about time we reveal the secret to life?
Yes. I was looking into your life.
Of course, Cynthia. Anything for Cynthia.
Yes. Okay, so before we go, the email has changed, which was on the screen. The old P.O. box is no longer in service.
Yeah,
please do not send anything there.
It's not in the description anymore. If it's not in the description, please don't use it.
Yeah, so, if it's not in the current description.
Make sure you're checking current videos and stuff like that description.
The warm mineral spring.
What about it? Did I miss a question earlier about something?
I don't know.
I don't recommend it.
No.
Neither of us recommended it. It was not... I mean, if you're going there by yourself and you just want to go take a dip in the water...
I would not take children there.
Yeah, it's not a family place.
No.
That's for sure. Even though there was a lot of kids there, it still didn't even feel like a family place because us having smaller kids and a baby, it felt like everybody was watching us. And that's no joke. Like, everybody was watching us.
It was strange.
It literally... Oh, she's saying it's changed so much. Okay, that makes sense. Because I could see it being an absolutely wonderful place, but I think something happened. Maybe a hurricane, maybe a tornado. Something happened. Destroyed that building. The well dried up. Not the well, the fountain dried up, which is the actual fountain of youth that...
Don't think too hard.
Fountain of youth that Ponce de Leon was looking for. If anybody knows that story. Back in the 1500s, that's what he was looking for. He was looking for that fountain of youth that is literally there in the warm mineral springs. That is the one.
It's literally drier than dirt.
It's gone. Yeah, there's no water, and it's very dirty. Whatever is there is very not taken care of at all.
Yeah,
so,
it's
20 years ago, yeah. So that's funny that you mentioned 20 years ago because when we were there, I overheard a guy talking to another guy who said he was there in 2004, which is exactly 20 years ago, and he said this place was wonderful, but I didn't hear the rest of their conversation. I just heard that part, so... Yeah,
Sandy, if you are thinking about Thousand Trails, send me a message on my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Everything has my link tree to all of the links that I'm affiliated with. I solely believe in Thousand Trails. It will save you a ton of money down the line.
That's so cool that she's watching.
It is quite a bit of money up front, so it's not... Let me restart.
It's a down payment.
It's a down payment. Yeah. It's a loan, essentially.
Do you have to put a down payment?
Yes, you have to.
If you don't, your monthly payment's going to be higher.
No, you have to.
Okay.
It is an obligation that you have to do. It's like a certain percentage of the whole thing.
Okay. I mean, we can be transparent about it. Our package was $15,000, and that's over 6 years.
Yeah. That's the amount. Now, if I would have paid the full thing, I think it was like $12,000 that I would have paid. But I had to do it right then and there.
Yeah. Which we probably
and then
should
we would
have done.
And then we would have been golden, I think, our entire life. So, like, once it's paid off, you can use it your entire life.
What?
And I think...
She did all the work on this. I had no clue. I thought this was literally like after 6 years, we have to redo it.
No.
What?
And I think it can be transferred to the kids. But
that is so cool.
I may be misspoken.
I mean, there's probably somebody else in here that has Thousand Trails that can either confirm or deny that. But if that's the case, that is absolutely... It makes sense. If it's a loan, like you were saying, it's just like a car.
It's a loan.
Once you pay off the loan, the car is yours.
Yeah.
The membership is ours.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And if it's not...
And there's literally hundreds of locations. And there's different packages as well. You don't have to buy the most expensive one, which we didn't. We bought the second most, right?
Yeah. There's one that we can upgrade. And that's the one that I know 100% you can give to a child or a family member. But they have to, like, be in the contract, I think.
Okay.
So the one that we have, I don't know if it can be passed down. But I do know the one that we have, which is the Elite Connections.
Which my suggestion is, if you are getting into it and you are very serious about this lifestyle,
it is like a timeshare, yes.
Get the best package. It is 100% worth it. The upgrade from what we have, we've talked about it several times. It's just not in our budget right now, but we would love to upgrade.
Yeah.
Because it's so much more worth it.
The second it becomes in our budget, we're doing it. I don't 100%. Care. No questions asked.
There's literally no doubt in my mind that if we would have planned this together, because I let her do all that work because I had other things on my plate at the time, I probably would have said, let's get the best one. But
if I would have,
it was very confusing for us because, like, we were new. Yes.
We were new, and it wasn't.
100%. And the couple that helped us, they're on time frames because just like a travel agent gets deals. Yeah, they were 100% amazing. They stayed on top of her. Like they had a deal at that moment that was only good for so long, so they wanted to make sure she got the best deal at that moment before the prices went back up, because it's just like a loan. No loans, financial stuff goes up.
You get in good. There's better deals. I got a really good discount. And there's also still new discounts, but like every month there's like different promotions for the different like levels and different add-ons and stuff. You can talk to them about it, but all the verbiage that they used, I wasn't familiar with it. So like I didn't want a $20,000 package. That was just like mind blown. I was like, $20,000. That's crazy. Yeah. And so I was like, well, let's go one thing down. I know I can do this, this, and this. And even after I bought it, I didn't fully know exactly what everything entailed.
Yeah, it's taken a lot of time for both of us.
But now I know.
Together with other people and figuring out,
all the differences and 100% stuff.
100% is more worth it to get the best package if you're going to be full-time in this. And
if you want to be full-time and utilize the membership to your best ability, I would 100% recommend the Adventures package, which is the top tier package.
And now this is not the only RV package there's other companies. There's Harvest Host, yep, they're really good too. If we were into boondocking, which we were absolutely not. I probably never will be. I mean, once the kids get older and we're more comfortable in this lifestyle, I'm sure it'll happen. There's stuff that you can do boondocking that you can't do hooked up to a site.
But like Harvest Host, they only do boondocking. And so it's not a membership that we want to get.
Yeah, that's the one thing. They only do boondocking. But you can stay at wineries and stuff like that on farms.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of really cool options with the boondocking.
If
but
you
do have to be very self-sufficient.
Yeah.
And us just starting, we're not ready for that.
We couldn't. We wouldn't even be able to survive.
I think we'd be all right without electricity. We wouldn't be able to charge anything, but if we were literally just living off grid,
we'd literally have to adjust like instant coffee and like.
There's probably so many people watching who love instant coffee, and to hear you say something
they
like
probably
that,
think I'm absolutely ridiculous that I just said that as the first thing.
Me saying that reminded me of a clip that I showed you not too long ago of a girl who did not know that food grew on farms. And I wasn't sure if she was being serious or not. Like, she literally thought grocery stores and companies like that did something special to get food for people to buy. She literally did not know that there was another step that could be taken on your own, if you really wanted to make food.
I would absolutely love to make my own bread.
It was mind-blowing.
I would love to like do all that stuff and like grind our own wheat. Do I have it in me? I don't think I do.
Life's too convenient.
Yes,
and
it's
for
very
a reason.
Convenient.
If you make it convenient, you can control.
Yeah. They control.
They.
Yeah. Who's they? I don't know.
I know.
But anyways, I have a question for you. What made you guys want to live in an RV?
That's their daughter.
Their daughter. Yeah, she said.
Thank you for watching. That's so awesome. She was saying how wonderful.
But we already answered that question. If you watch the replay, but we'll answer it again.
We got tired of working to pay bills and not spending enough time with family. So now this way, it's 100% time with family and not working to pay bills, but working to pay somebody else. I guess somebody. You always owe somebody money. At least in our lifestyle right now. But eventually, hopefully, we'll get debt free, and then we won't be working to pay bills.
That's fair.
We'll be working to enjoy.
Working to, yes, that is literally such a big goal. Oh my gosh.
I know.
So working to help other people and also saving, like having a fund, because I don't want to push. I may sound so silly saying this, but I don't want to push college onto the kids. If they want to do that, amazing. I will support you 100%. Do whatever your heart desires.
I'm not going to push them. As a college graduate, I'm not going to push them into college because I have yet to use my degree sufficiently. And I've been fine, but the one thing I am going to teach them is entrepreneurship. I'm going to teach them how to own and run their own businesses, how to manage finances properly. I'm going to teach them how to be their own boss, and that's what I want them to And if they don't
To
want
take
to,
and
that's
run with
fine.
it,
That's
yeah.
it's going to be their decision. But I want them to have that in their arsenal for when they do get older, because that's something that public schools definitely neglect for a specific reason. And I don't want to get into it.
I know.
But schools pretty much don't make bosses, they make workers. And it's been known for several years, several decades.
Decades.
That is the way schools, public schooling works. They don't make bosses, they make workers. So.
He's wiggling.
I know, he's about to get up.
My one eye is starting to close.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to now share with you the secret to living your best life. Get an RV.